He was coming back next week, or next week or the week after. But
he said he was coming back WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was Mania.
I
texted you on Monday. I said I was gonna come back this week, but then this shit pissed me off.
But before that, though, you said he's coming back.
Yeah, before that it was Mania.
He wasn't coming back after Mania.
Yeah,
the original plan was after Mania.
Nah, it wasn't. It was the Pod 4 Mania, G. It was
right, but
I knew he was coming back next week, but this week
I didn't see nothing on Monday, nothing like that. I mean, allergies have been kicking my butt. That's why I had to no show that, bro. I legit could not breathe. Like I'm on an antibiotic, steroid, histamine. Nah, bro, it's just allergies that wouldn't go away. So, yeah, it's allergies that wouldn't go away. So I had all that. I'm not gonna lie, I was out of it. I didn't pay attention to the chat. And then I didn't watch that live.
That you was on?
Yeah, the like last week when I was supposed to be on.
Oh, okay.
That's why I had to cancel so late because I could not breathe. Like out of my nose.
My bad about last week too, bro. I had to try our catering for my wedding, so that's why I was.
There's one thing I care about the most in catering, and it's the food. That better be good.
Yep, exactly, G. Hey,
I don't care about the drapes. I don't care about the flowers. That food.
Real shit. I know y'all all live far from me, but we sending y'all all an invitation anyway. If y'all can come, cool. But if y'all can't, I already know how it is. But I just want to make sure y'all all family now, so I'm gonna send y'all all invitations. So I'm gonna get y'all y'all's addresses after that. But yeah, G, the food, nigga. This lady makes like a soy glazed fried rib, nigga.
I think next week, for everybody watching, next week we should have everybody here for WrestleMania predictions. I know we have a special collab that we're doing next week that I won't spoil. Y'all see when it happens, but we do have a big collab that we're doing next week for WrestleMania predictions. So next week gonna be a pretty big show. We're gonna be talking all the matches and everything. We got a big collab, so hopefully we get everybody back by next week to have the full capacity of the show plus the collab that we're doing. Not gonna make any promises though, because things change, life happens, so I don't want to make that a for sure thing. But just to let y'all know, next week we might be able to have everybody here. But Mo's back, first time. I don't know the last time Mo was on.
Yes, sir. Mo in the building.
When was the last time Mo was on?
It's been a minute, dog.
Because he be the reason when the show just crashed out on us and we had to make a new one. That was Mo's fault.
Before Chamber, bro.
Yeah, that was Mo's fault. We had to start the show like at 4:40 one time. That was Mo's fault. Yeah. When's the last time Mo was showing up to work, man? That's what I want to know. When's the last time Mo was showing up to work? I don't know, man. Does he even remember?
I got to go back and look at the episode. I don't know. Jack, can somebody tell us?
I think it was the one before the Rumble. It was the one before the Rumble. I remember that.
We're talking 2 months.
Bro, G, the chat is asking me to invite the wedding, invite the chat to the wedding. I think if we get enough subscribers.
No. Look, chat, I love y'all, but after the last open mic we did, y'all are not invited to nothing. Y'all aren't invited to nothing.
I was trying to say if we get enough subscribers, maybe.
Bro, we had the last open mic we had. My goodness, bro, we had. I think it was right before the Saudi Rumble. It was right when they announced Saudi was going to
Rumble recap
to WrestleMania or whatever, and then what's it called? We had that open mic. We literally vowed never to do it again.
She said y'all can't be invited to the wedding. Damn,
I love y'all, chat, but y'all on punishment from open nights. Open mics for a minute. Y'all on punishment.
All right, so last time Mo was here was back in January. Royal Rumble recap. So Rumble recap.
So were you here for the Nikki Bella Brie Bella?
I think he was here for that.
I was here for that actually.
No, I think
that was the one with Axe. So no, he wasn't here for that one.
Yeah, I wasn't here for that.
Wait, he was here the one before.
The week before, yeah, because I was about to say I was there the week before, and we talked about Brie. We went off. That was like y'all, G and Mo went off.
So welcome back to Mo. Shout out to Jade who's not here. Shout out to Nate who's not here as well. Hopefully we get them back by next week so we can do the predictions. Like I said, we do got a big collab coming next week, so stay tuned for that. I don't want to kind of spoil it, just to kind of make the suspense a surprise, but it should be a good collab next week. But this week's episode was originally planned something different, but I went ahead and changed it because there's a lot of things that happened. So I just figured, I was trying, because there's so many people who aren't really into the product, I was trying to not book episodes that were around the current product so we didn't have to talk so much about it. So I was, that's why I was doing like the categories and just like different things that we can do and talk about. But the shit is so horrendous right now. It has to be. It's diabolical right now. What are we doing? There's so many. The fact that the vibes have changed from Monday to Friday, it's insane to me. Monday's episode of Raw was so good, so great. It took the WrestleMania hype level up from here all the way to the top. I'm like, this is what we needed.
Yeah.
And then SmackDown happens. And
did Road Dogg get his job back? Did Road Dogg get his job back? That's what I want to know.
It was the story that shouldn't have had the issue. It was the other story that had the issue, and now the one everybody's excited for got the fucking issue. But I'm gonna wait. I want
to let Mo go first because he came back. I just want to know, Mo, how does it feel that Pat McAfee's the one that got you out of retirement?
Oh my!
Go ahead, floor's yours. Pat McAfee brought you out of retirement.
That's hilarious. Two things I want to address real quick. When I left, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to, this is kind of serious. Take care of your mental health. That's one thing I really want to get out of it. That's why I was gone. And I actually appreciate y'all calling me out in the comments. Y'all said, Mo, your vibe is low. You know, I appreciate y'all, chat, calling me out. Like, you know, because that made me self-reflect, took care of myself. I feel good now. I'm happy to be back. That's one thing. Now on to wrestling.
This is what I'm here for. Come on, this is what I'm here for.
So another reason why I was kind of down was I was just not into the product anymore. Like I was watching, but it felt like a chore, right? And this Mania build has been okay. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat this shit. Dog shit, ass, dog water. It doesn't feel like WrestleMania season at all. And you know, I kept up with the product. I watched Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, yeah, but oh my God, Monday Night Raw, like they said, Monday Night Raw. I'm going to Vegas regardless, but Monday Night Raw made me say, okay, I think it's worth going to both nights now. Because if you look at the card on paper, it's actually a really good card.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way they fleshed it out on Monday, the way they built it on Monday, I was like, okay, this feels like a Mania build. We're getting somewhere. And especially with the Cody and Stephanie promo, I was like, oh, this is the direction they're going. Randy's turning a little bit diabolical. They're going to add that little edge to Cody as well. Great way to go. I like this. Let's go. Randy comes out on SmackDown. Cuts a promo. I'm like, okay, this is a good promo. I like this. All right, cool. Cody comes out. They start brawling again. Then Cody turns around. And it's Pat McAfee. Acting like he comes into the ring looking around like, and then low blows Cody Rhodes. My hype went from I want both nights to I want neither night. I'm going to Vegas regardless, but I don't even know if I'm going to Mania anymore. Why is Pat McAfee the guy that needs to remind Randy Orton who he is? Why is the most simple? WWE was given. They had a teacher. Pop quiz 2 + 2. You have 30 seconds. Solve it. The teacher came back, looked at the paper, and they saw calculus on the fucking paper. But they overcomplicated this story for some fucking reason. Why?
You can't even say WWE. You got to say what it is, Mo. It's TKO.
I'm sorry, yeah. TKO. My bad. Why is Pat McAfee the guy that needs to remind Randy Orton who he is when you had such a simple 20-year history-filled story between these two men that you could have easily told that people were easily invested in? They've been calling for this match for the last 4 years since Cody Rhodes returned to WWE.
Mm-hmm.
We've been asking for this match. You had a simple ass story, and then you did way too much. And Malik has said it. What Pat McAfee said wasn't bad. The promo made some sense. But it's Pat McAfee.
Right,
why?
Wrong messenger.
See, I have issues.
Wrong messenger.
Can we talk about the message real quick? Because I want to see how y'all feel. I have issues with the message in the sense that there's two things. Number one, Randy Orton was not in the fucking Attitude Era. Like that, like what he kept talking about the Attitude Era, bring it back. Randy Orton was not that guy. So that's number one. Number two, the product was in a boom period, bro. The product went through a boom period because of Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, Seth, and the rest of the roster. For Pat McAfee to come out and shit on said roster and call them small, say they're weak, this shit is trash. You just shit on the boom period. Like, That is hard. I think what Malik said about how some of the fans are feeling, there's a better way to convey that than to say the product is shit, and to say the wrestlers you have today are shit, and to say that all of this shit is trash. That makes it seem like you're burying your company. You're not burying just Cody. You're burying your boom period. To me, that's fucking stupid. That is fucking stupid. How do you bury the biggest time that the best time WWE's had since the Attitude Era? And let me just call a spade a spade. When Randy Orton was the champ, they had 6,000 people in the building. He didn't make no motherfucking stars. So what the fuck are you talking about, Pat McAfee? You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. There's a horribly written promo, and Ari Emanuel fucked that shit up. I'm sorry, Mo.
Speaking of him, Ari Emanuel, I hate you, nigga. Let's die.
What is
Ari
your
Emanuel
fucking problem?
Exactly? Ari Emanuel, I'm gonna read it, G. Hold on. I'm gonna get the exact thing so you know, G. But he basically said McAfee needs to come in and elevate this thing. But hold on, I'm gonna tell you exactly what he said. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
I don't know what he said, but
I've been saying for go ahead, Malik.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, I've been saying this for years since Triple H took the position, and I'm glad that some people are really starting to realize it. Yes, Triple H deserves a good bit of the blame for WWE's booking not being the best in the last couple years. Absolutely, because he is head of creative, but he also has somebody to answer to at the end of the day. It's not like Vince where he controls everything. Like, people don't understand. He has people to answer to. So if Ari Emanuel says put Pat McAfee in the story, he's gonna put Pat McAfee in the story.
Facts.
Like, I don't know why
Ari Emanuel's a board member.
That shit.
He's the
He's the
head of TKO.
Head of
Head of
TKO. Yeah.
He runs TKO.
He's like the top guy.
And he, out of his own mouth, said, "I felt like we needed Pat McAfee for the story."
Hold on, I'm about to read you what they reported.
He, out of his own mouth, wanted to make Pat McAfee the next Sylvester Stallone.
Okay, so according to Fightful,
these are reports. These are reports.
I'm gonna read you all the reports, G. According to Fightful, the move to insert Pat McAfee into Randy Orton and Cody's feud was primarily made to boost interest in the WrestleMania and create corporate synergy between WWE and ESPN. McAfee is also set to be featured in the upcoming WWE programming through Mania. So that was 100% an Ari Emanuel decision. Hold on, I got more for you, G.
If you wanted to involve him in ESPN, have him fucking commentate the show.
Yeah, facts. But
just have him commentate the show.
Okay.
He can promote it on the Pat McAfee show. Do interviews.
Per Body Slam Plus, the decision to insert Pat McAfee in the Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton feud was made specifically and directly by Ari Emanuel and the TKO execs. TKO believes that McAfee is a star and convinced that his big name will draw more viewers and sell more tickets to WrestleMania 42. Also, it's being reported now, and this is also this with this TKO. It's now coming out that TKO's CEO Ari Emanuel was the reason that Travis Scott was added to John Cena's heel turn last year.
Okay, and I'm glad you ended with that. Because, oh my goodness,
Triple H said if it's going down, I'm airing out all the fucking laundry. I don't blame Triple H, bro. I don't blame
most people in this chat, I would say, are young adults to grown men.
Mm-hmm.
Most people. You might have some teenagers because I know my little brothers watch this show. Shout out my two little brothers. You might have a couple other kids and all that stuff, but for the most part, we are young adults to growner men. So I know all of y'all, no matter how crappy of a person you might be, I'm not saying you are, but no matter how much of a crappy person you might be, I know everybody's heard the phrase, those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it.
Mm-hmm.
No way y'all thought Travis Scott worked. No way y'all thought that was a good thing. It was so bad. Y'all changed John Cena back to babyface really fast and in a random promo.
But see, that goes to show that Ari Emanuel's the person because he doesn't understand how wrestling is. He comes in and say, "Do this," and Triple H has to fix it. Like, it's fun.
But here's my problem. There's no way y'all are telling me the addition of Travis Scott worked.
Oh, I see what you said.
I don't know what metric you're watching. There's no way you're telling me it worked. It was universally hated on. So you thought, hey, we have a feud that we literally do not have to write itself. They actually didn't even go the student teacher route. You know what they was doing? The route they should have did with Cena. I'm desperate. I need 15, and I'm willing to do anything to get it. That's all you had to do. Even though I don't believe Randy Orton is ever going to be booed, this was the perfect way to do it. This was the perfect way to do it because Randy, technically, in his mind, is not acting like a heel. He's acting like he's desperate, which is the route they should have done with Cena, which is what I envisioned they would do when I booked the Cena heel turn. However,
I'm gonna let you cook G. Just wait, and to G's point, that's why Cody, when he shot, said the story was easy. You should have did master versus student. We'll dive more into Cody Rhodes promo, but keep going, G. I just had to add that because everybody saw the master versus student promo was there.
They didn't even need to do the master versus student. Everything they were doing with the heel turn was fine. Now, you decide that Randy's going to have some heaters. You decide, hey, I'm talking to somebody, bring it back. There was, if that's the route you wanted to do, which you didn't need to, right? If that's the route you wanted to do, you could have got Sami Zayn to do it because him and Sami been going back and forth. I wouldn't have liked it, but you could have got Sami Zayn. I would have loved to see Kevin Owens come back. Clearly, he's not cleared. But if that would have been an option, because he also hates Cody. I wouldn't have even hated so much as if it was Drew. I wouldn't have hated if it was Ethan Page. I wouldn't have hated if it was Ricky Saints. Because all these niggas got history. What history do Pat McAfee and Cody Rhodes have to where Pat McAfee needs to be a heater? And mind you, let's think about this logically. Aleister Black literally is the one who got a pin over Randy Orton, saying you will need to unleash those demons. A black mask to the face didn't work, but a phone call from Pat McAfee did. A black mask to the face didn't work, but a phone call from Pat McAfee did. Are we serious right now? You know what this reminds me of? And this will be what I ended on. And I've said this on the show before. I said this when we were still called PC Wrestling, for those of you that were in the nose trenches. I said this when we were called PC Wrestling. I don't understand why this company, I don't care if it's TKO, Vince McMahon, or Ari Emanuel, I don't care who it is, for whatever reason, they have a tendency and this need, this itch to overcomplicate simple storylines. When I got spoiled technically, but I went and watched it just to make sure, because I didn't see that he was with him. I just saw Pat McAfee was involved. So I was really hoping he wasn't just a surprise guy. He was like a third guy, right? When I went and watched it, you know what it reminded me of? And this is actually a theme throughout this whole SmackDown that I'll get on to later again because it happens twice on this show. You know what this reminds me of? The WrestleMania 35 build. A lot of y'all forget. You want to know why it was for both titles? Because they sacrificed Asuka for no reason.
For no reason.
Asuka and Charlotte had a match on a random SmackDown for no reason. No build, no number one contender to sacrifice Asuka for her to do who knows what on that Mania card when that could have been easily another women's championship to put it in a feud that didn't need Charlotte, a feud that didn't need Charlotte, a feud that turned Ronda Rousey heel when they didn't need to, and having Becky Lynch, the man who was the most anti-authority figure you had got since Stone Cold, apologizing to Stephanie McMahon and Vince McMahon and Shane or whoever was outside. That's what you had in that feud. Now, we forget about it because they made the right decision and Becky became this megastar and the only woman to ever main event a one-night main event and win. So we forget about it, but I don't think y'all realize how bad that was. It was overcomplicating a simple freaking storyline. We even forgive the fact, because a lot of people always forget this, y'all know Becky Lynch tapped out. The same night she won the Royal Rumble, right? She tapped out, didn't get pinned. She tapped out to the woman they sacrificed. Becky Lynch can tap out to Asuka, but Asuka can get sacrificed to Charlotte Flair. If they was doing all that, they should have made it a fatal four-way. Just keep adding stuff to the bone. So this is what this build reminds me of. They are making this story way too complicated.
I'm gonna go after you, Mo.
For no reason. It's like they said, here's the end product. Here's the dialogue. And they were sitting there. It was like, hey, but what if? Hey, you know what? That would be really funny if we added Pat McAfee, right? It's like when Zack Snyder sits there and decides to say, but what if Superman and Batman do decide to kill, though? What happens? And then put it on the screen.
Don't know nothing about. Yes, G. Perfect. Mo, I'm gonna go after you because I want to add about the Cody promo and how it relates to Ari Emanuel and all this shit. Because I see the comments saying certain things, but they don't realize that those things that they're hating is TKO and Triple H. Like, I'm gonna point out how Triple H tried to save this at each point. Go ahead, Mo.
So one thing. So you don't know what Asuka did on that Mania 35? She was on the pre-show.
I thought she wasn't on there. Oh, Battle Royal. Yeah, I was gonna say.
And lost to Carmella. That's one thing. I would never forgive Charlotte for that. That's number one. Number two, you want to know what that promo that Cody cut reminded me of?
Oh, talk to me.
To quote Hulk Hogan, that's why this company's in the shape that it's in because of bullshit like this. Bash at the Beach 2000. That's what the fuck it reminded me of. Not saying it's as bad, but that's what it reminded me of.
So my thing with this, I see some of the chat trying to just these are like the last remnants of the Cody haters, the whoever y'all are, the defenders of WWE, whatever. The Jelly Roll inclusion is TKO, ladies and gentlemen. The Jelly Roll inclusion.
I almost forgot about that.
TKO, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just Fightful is reporting all of this. I read all of this. Jelly Roll was only added because of TKO. They used Matt. So Triple H says, okay, we have to use Jelly Roll. I will use Matt Cardona to connect it back to Cody and Randy. Every moment where it looked like wrestling was Triple H. Every moment that looked like celebrity nonsense was Ari Emanuel trying to get more money. If you look at the Cody promo, Cody was shooting at Ari Emanuel and TKO. That promo was so fucking good, bro. Cody just proved why he is one of the best promo people in WWE. And for the other people who are saying the promo that Pat McAfee said made sense and needed to be said, no, bro. Pat McAfee wasn't just shitting on Cody. Pat McAfee shit on the entire company. That's shitting on your faves, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns built a fucking boom period. Pat McAfee just said, this shit sucks. The boom period that is now isn't good. That's Roman Reigns, ladies and gentlemen. He shit on Roman. He shit on Cody. He shit on Seth. He shit on Drew. He shit on all of the company. So when you're upset, when you're like, oh, the message, think about what the message is saying. He is shitting on the company and saying this is a problem. So that promo isn't good. Randy Orton was also not in the fucking Attitude Era. So all of that shit was fucking ass. The best part was Cody Rhodes and look, Mo and G and Malik, you watch AEW too. I love Cody Rhodes calling some MJF in there. Fire me. That was beautiful, bro. Using his mentor shit in his shit, and I just loved it. That was, to me, that Cody Rhodes promo is what we need more of. And to Mo's point, when we saw Stephanie, that's Triple H trying to save it once again, bro. The Stephanie shit was incredible. I thought we were going to continue on with that. Like, every time TKO tries to add a celebrity, it's ruining this feud, and it's not working. Randy versus Cody, once that Stephanie thing came, I was like, oh, this is better than Roman and Punk. I was ready. Now it's like, fuck.
And Malik, I know you got to go, but he just reminded me of Jelly Roll, so I promise this is the last thing I'm going to say, because it ties into everything. Again, I don't want this man in the company for how insane of a human he actually is.
Right.
But if we just look at business, when he adds a celebrity, you know what he doesn't do? Put it in his fucking main event. When Jackass came, you know what he did? Would have bumped Sami Zayn before he joined the bloodline. That's a perfect role. Jelly Roll. You want him to do something at WrestleMania? You don't put him in a tag match with Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, and Randy Orton. You know what you do? You put him with Ken Wilson and The Miz. That's a perfect role for him. You know what else you do? You put him with Danhausen, who, ironically enough, y'all have managed to get over. Y'all have managed, and with the debacle of a debut that was, you have managed to get him over. That's exactly what you do. You put Danhausen and Jelly Roll in a tag match with Kit Wilson and The Miz. You do not have Jelly Roll be the voice of reason 5 times in a 3-hour show on SmackDown for Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, who you just met a year ago. Why are you a voice of reason for somebody you just met? Talk about, this ain't who you are.
I saw that stupid.
I know who you are. Bro, you literally just met this dude. Of course that's what you know. You don't have the history. Bro, Matt Cardona would have felt a lot more important if they would have used him first. He felt like a background to Jelly Roll.
Mm-hmm.
Why is Jelly Roll in the middle of a brawl, trying to separate this? You know what Jelly Roll reminded me of? Y'all ever see them two kids fight in high school and then that one girlfriend jump in? Look at me. This isn't you. No, stop. I know him. This isn't you. Look at me. Stop. That's what Jelly Roll reminded me of. The girl would try. Like, what are you doing? That makes no sense. Every time y'all add a celebrity, why do y'all keep putting them in the main event? Why do y'all keep putting them in the main feud? Put them in. If you want to attract money that bad, you know what you do? Don't send niggas back to Vegas. Don't send them back to Vegas again.
It's only two niggas too, Mo.
I'm so over it because, bro, there's no way nobody. And you know what pisses me off the most about it? Y'all wouldn't do this to Roman Reigns.
Not at all.
Y'all would not do this to Roman Reigns. Why are y'all keep calling Cody the face of your fucking company? Why do y'all keep putting him in this stupid ass spot? There's no way y'all thought Travis Scott worked. If The Rock would have shown up, I maybe would have let it slide a little bit. But The Rock does whatever he wants, and you're supposed to make me believe that Cody Rhodes lost because of a distraction by that 15-minute entrance? Are you fucking serious? And then a low blow? And now we have Pat McAfee, who inevitably is going to get involved in this match. And I saw somebody say, I think it was Young EA, he said it in the chat. He said, now I want Cody to win because of this stupid shit.
And that's the pot. That's why I want.
That is a problem. If you want Cody to win this match now because of how ass everything they're doing with the heel turn, are we fucking serious? I'm sorry, Malik. You can go. You can go.
They need to. We'll talk about how to save it later because I have a pitch that I pitched to y'all off air about how they can save it. But y'all need to stop. And Malik, I'm gonna let you take over. Y'all need to stop with the Cody. None of this is Cody's fault. Like y'all are. Some of the people in the comments who are blaming Cody Rhodes. If you look at every time with Mania, they have come in TKO and messed this up. Y'all love 39. We love 40. Like y'all need to stop with saying that this is Cody's fault. It is not Cody's fault at all.
Well, I mean, Roman Reigns is at a different place now too. I mean, we can't forget he was in storylines where he was getting dog food dumped on him at one point too. So
true.
Roman Reigns was always they put him in bad spots too.
But
maybe not as
bad. It's different though.
What
Cody Rhodes is now is not what Roman Reigns was with Big Dog. What Cody Rhodes is now and what Randy Orton is not Roman Reigns' Big Dog.
They wouldn't do this to Tribal Chief, is what G saying. Like they wouldn't do this.
It's not the same, but Roman was still the top guy though. Like if Roman's supposed to be our top guy, you can't treat your top guy like that. You know what I mean? You can't put him in positions that way. Same with Cody. If Cody's supposed to be your top guy, you can't put him in positions like this where everything is going to suffer and then he's going to be the one to take the blame for it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a basketball team. You know, if LeBron's on the team, right, and he has a chance to shoot the shot, but he gets double teamed and there's a wide open person in the corner. If he passes it and that person missed, then it's LeBron's fault because he missed. If he shoots it when he's double teamed and he misses, then it's still his fault because he got double team. Should have passed it, right? So there's no win-win situation for either. I just feel like
it's LeBron and the coach's fault.
If you're struggling to sell tickets for WrestleMania, all you have to do is just lower prices for tickets to make them affordable for civilized people. It's WrestleMania. No matter how good the product is, how bad the product is, people will still want to go because it's WrestleMania. We saw WrestleManias where we had matches like Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler, and it sold out in a stadium. And that was on the show. We had Roman Reigns main eventing WrestleMania for 4 consecutive years when he was the big dog, and people still paid money to go to those shows. They sold out. If you lower ticket prices to make them affordable, people will still go to the shows no matter how good the product is or how bad the product is. Like, it's WrestleMania. People are still going to pull up for the vibes, for the energy. It's an exciting time. Like, people are still going to want to go. I just feel like they're overcomplicating these builds for some reason to just – I don't understand it. Like the Cody and Randy stuff, you have 20 years of stories there to tell with just them two individuals. Like you don't have to add other people into the story to overcomplicate it or to make it more interesting. Just let Cody and Randy tell the story. They're capable enough to go out there and tell an interesting story with 20 years of history there. Then you got Lil Yachty now involved in this U.S. title.
Oh, don't get me started on that shit.
Bro, like, what?
That one don't bother me as much.
I like Lil Yachty, and I know he watches the product, but he instantly made Trick Williams seem less important. He instantly dropped the aura.
It doesn't bother me, but I agree with G. It's like, why? It doesn't need it. It doesn't need it, bro.
They're adding people to these stories that don't need to be involved in these stories. That's the issue. And most of them are celebrities, outsiders who aren't, like there. You know what I mean? Like, especially with the main events of WrestleMania or these big high profile matches, the best story they got going into Mania right now is not even a title match or a main event. It's Brock and Oba.
Yeah,
it's not even a title match or a main event match. That's the most
Jesus
interesting,
Christ.
most hype story, and they've done the bare minimum. All they've done is like face-offs. That's pretty much
Which is all you need. Oh,
that's all they've done
my
for the last 3 weeks, and that's the most hyped match they got going into Mania right now. And it's not a main event or a title match. When you have the main events of WrestleMania, they need to feel like this is the reason you should pay to watch the show. This is the reason you should pay money to come to the show, because this is going to be our main events of the show. Now, I will say, I don't think Roman and Punk is suffering now opposed to Cody and Randy because of the Pat McAfee stuff. But even Cody and Punk is still like, I felt like I was expecting more out of it. Like I felt I was expecting
100%.
Something more spicy to it. And I don't really like the fact that the Usos are involved in this either. Like, I don't know why we can't just have Roman and Punk tell the story themselves. I know the Usos make sense because of the history of the family and everything, but like, we don't always have to revert back to the bloodline stuff with Roman Reigns stuff every time in these high profile matches. Roman and CM Punk are two of the best storytellers you have in the company. You don't need to add other people into the story for it to be told. Just let them two tell the story. Once Roman Reigns said, I hate CM Punk and I'm taking the title from you at WrestleMania for those reasons, all you have to do is now just build it up with those two individuals. I don't know why we have to keep adding outside people and family members and all these other people to these stories that don't need to be involved in these stories. And now you got Randy and Cody that
it was perfect, bro.
Like Randy and Cody now just feels like deflating a bit. Because I was very much interested in it. The heel turn with Randy. I'm like, okay, that's the best version of Randy when he's a bad guy. That's the Randy that everybody loves. Then he has this mystery person who he's on the phone with. So it's like, all right, who's this mystery person? Like, okay, I'm interested in that. Let's see what happens there. And then you had the promo with Stephanie that made it interesting. And now what she said also made it interesting because now it's like, okay, what's Cody going to do? And now he has to realize he got to tap into something different. He got to be a different version of himself. He's going to be this version of Randy. And then the reveal person is like, Pat McAfee is the best you can come up with. That's the best solution. You can't convince me in a story that Pat McAfee has convinced Randy Orton to finally turn back into this demon, bro. That doesn't make any sense. If it was Randy's like father or something, I would accept that.
That was so much easier, bro.
I could believe that Randy's dad can speak to him and give him words of wisdom because that's his dad at the end of the day. So he can listen to his father. Like, all right, dad. Like,
oh my god, the line he said, wrestling has more than one
family. What the fuck does that have to do with Pat McAfee, bro? Yes.
They could have easily told a story where Randy's father could have called him and said, hey, son, ever since you came back.
Bro, it should have been
you ain't been the same guy. And if you want this championship, you know what you got to do. Like, you got to be that guy that turns it up. All right, Dad, I hear what you're saying. I'll consider that. Like, that's his dad at the end of the day. So he can understand Cowboy Bob Orton, his father, who's been in the business, but also at the end of the day, his legit father, who's trying to give him words of wisdom to understand how to flip the switch and go back into the old Randy Orton so he can become champion again.
Who also had issues with Dusty. It worked perfect, bro. There's three people it should have been. It should have been his dad, it should have been Kevin Owens, or it should have been Stephanie fucking McMahon. Because the Stephanie McMahon thing after the promo on Raw would have fucking cooked, bro.
The authority history with that too.
Yes, bro. Yes. And Stephanie being one of the people to choose to fire Cody, bro.
You have different things that you could have tapped into to make this work and to benefit from it. Like the reveal of the person was deflating. I don't hate the promo. I think they're trying to dig into the stuff that people are complaining about not liking, like Cody being the guy. Some people feel like he's not fitting to be the guy and they don't want him there. Okay, well, we hear that. Let's stick in that. And then the shitting on the current product and era. I mean, yeah, you could talk about how that wasn't a good thing or whatever the case is, but there's also a portion of audience who, ever since the Attitude Era, has swore that wrestling has never been the same, right? It's been declining since then. And Pat McAfee was poking the needle at that. So I think they're trying to dive more into that, which I understand. It just, when it's coming from Pat McAfee, who doesn't have any allegiance to the story, has no history, has no nothing. And then when he has to be like the heat seeker now, or we're supposed to be convinced that Pat McAfee is the guy who's been on the phone with Randy Orton, and now he's the one that's convinced Randy to turn the switch. I mean, Pat McAfee, respectfully to Randy Orton, he's a nobody in wrestling.
Zero.
Randy Orton is one of the all-time greats. He's a legend. He doesn't need a Pat McAfee in his ear, being the evil voice in his head, telling him to, hey, go do this and do that. I would have much accepted if Randy was talking to himself at this point. If he was talking to himself,
that would make sense too.
On the phone with these voices, and he was
because the voices are in his head and shit.
Yeah, the voices are in his head, and he was convincing himself. You know what I mean? Like that. I would have much rather accepted that, but this is like they're overcomplicating these builds for no reason. I don't understand it because on paper, this WrestleMania doesn't look bad. I feel like every match on the show legitimately could be a really good match, but these builds just feel so overdone and overcomplicated for ticket sales, whatever the case may be. Like I said, if you want to sell tickets for WrestleMania, just lower ticket prices. That's all you have to do. People will still go to the shows, man. We've seen some of the worst eras that WWE's ever sat through, and they sold out WrestleManias with some of the most diabolical main events that we've ever seen, or some of the most underwhelming matches on shows that we've ever seen, some of the worst WrestleMania matches that we've ever seen. People will still go to the shows. They will want to go to a WrestleMania. If you're a real, true, diehard fan, you've been watching for years, it's some people's dream to go to a WrestleMania if they've never been before. And some people go traditionally. They go every year with their families and everything. They'll go every single year as a tradition to keep it going. So no matter how good the product is or how bad the product is, people will still go to a WrestleMania. But when you're having, ticket prices where the nosebleeds are almost like $1,000, the product isn't living up to the expectations of those prices. So people are now like, yeah, I'll just stay at home and just, I'll just stay at home and watch it.
Bro,
I'll go to a little watch party.
Yeah, I'm going to Las Vegas, and I'm literally just going to go to a watch party.
That's another thing, bro. They shouldn't have changed the city. Like, imagine if they went to New Orleans. I guarantee
I would still be pissed off if this was. I would still be pissed off if this is what they sell.
Oh, for sure.
And then here's my thing too. One, Malik, you just said it. The best feud they have going into this Mania card. It's not a main event. It's not a title match. And all they've done, if we just break it down. All they've done is a clothesline outside the ring, a power bomb, and Triple H, for wherever he came from, got in the middle of them. That is the only three things they have technically done in this feud, and everybody's hooked. I say that to say, sometimes, and in this case, WWE, more often than not, less is more.
Facts.
Especially because we are 2 weeks away from the night 2 of WrestleMania. Why is Pat McAfee barely getting introduced right now? Right now. You literally are in the home stretch. There's no need to be adding all this extra stuff. All you had to do was play on the fact that Randy's desperate. And hey, Randy, you can say it's justified because Cody, you said I was okay to do this. You said I could. Hey, you told me to listen to the voices. I didn't want to do it. If this is the bullshit they're going to be selling me, I don't understand why Jacob and Drew couldn't have been in this first Fatal 4-Way. And I knew once they took it off, I said, hey, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, Cody and Randy should write itself. We started off great. Like, I don't understand how we go backwards. How do you go from concertoing somebody? Oh, my gosh, if it was Kevin Owens. That's what I was hoping for. Oh, my God. I was praying it was going to be Kevin Owens. How do we go from a concerto on top of your forehead in the middle of some steel steps on some Braun Breaker doing the Von Wagner to Pat McAfee? How do we go backwards? How does that happen? And we always talk about, TKO's in debt. They need to make money. They need to do this. They need to do that. I really wish somebody in these business meetings, I really just want them to try this. And I'm probably, now that I'm not congested and I can breathe and my allergies are pretty much done, I might make a video talking about it. However, this is all they need. Somebody needs to go in these meeting rooms. And when they talk about, how are we going to raise money? How are we going to do this, and that? Say, hey, I have a suggestion. Instead of worrying about how to just, raise price and do all this, why don't we just make a consistently great product? That way people are more willing to spend the money. Right now, the only people that are spending the money are the rich people that are going to go regardless.
Facts.
But you know who would be more willing to spend the money? The middle-class families who are actually really, 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 really excited to go, as opposed to the rich people that ain't got nothing to do. Like, as you just said, Mo, you're going to Vegas regardless. And you're contemplating, you know how bad it is to be in Vegas the weekend or be in the same city of the weekend of a WrestleMania, have the opportunity to go and debating not because of the money, but because of the product.
That's horrible.
And this is a middle class man. Even though, he got his own little, I ain't gonna put all your business out there, but I know what type of paper you rolling with. This is still a middle class man.
Hey fellas, we got love from Chile. Somebody sent us a chat from Chile saying greetings all the way from South America.
Hey, shout out Chile, man.
Shut up.
Why are we doing this?
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Just I always say I never want to be disrespectful to writers. Because I don't know how hard it is to juggle three different wrestling shows and try to make everything continuity and blah, 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 blah. It can't be this hard. It can't be this hard. There's no way you're convincing me I can't go in there and write this story a lot better. There's no way you're convincing me I can't go fix your women's division. There's no way you're convincing me that Roman Reigns and CM Punk, even though it finally picked up a little bit, Roman Reigns and CM Punk, we kind of raised our eyebrow a little bit. How you go from saying I'm gonna bury you next to your father to punching him in his face because he called you old? I get the story they were trying to tell. Who's in whose head? CM Punk keeps saying he's in Roman Reigns' head, but Roman Reigns actually got in his. I get that's the story you're trying to tell. You don't start off when I'm gonna bury you next to your father. If that's the story you're trying to tell, that's not the story. That's not where you start. That's where you end. And then we get our big brawl. There's no way it's that hard to tell the stories. It's not that hard.
Everything that we got now too. We got to remind Roman Reigns only got one. He only showing up tomorrow night, and then he's not there.
Exactly.
So
he's not there on the Raw before Mania.
No,
tomorrow's his last appearance.
Not at all.
Roman and Punk.
What? He's really not going to be on Raw the Monday before WrestleMania?
Yes, bro. Yes,
tomorrow's his last appearance.
And all you Roman fans out there fucking chattering and saying, "Oh, Cody."
No, I'm not. No. I'm not gonna lie, Roman Reigns. I don't care what type of motion you moving with. I don't care what type of car you earned your little part-time contract. You gotta be there the Monday before,
bro.
He better show up at the end of the show like, oh, you thought I wasn't here, but I am. If he does not show up on the Raw before WrestleMania, that is utterly. I'm sorry, that's inexcusable. I don't care how much motion you got. I don't care how much motion
he's not there. He's not there tomorrow. He's there. They said he switched, so he's there.
He switched.
Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool.
All right.
Thank God.
Okay,
that's fine.
But yo, he should be there both, bro. I'm sorry. Nah, like
I'll let that slide. I'll let it slide. We got bigger fish to fry at this point.
We got bigger fish to fry. He can do a little.
Y'all don't think that's an issue though? Y'all don't think that's an issue though?
He can do a pre-recorded segment.
I feel like, I personally feel
that's crazy.
WrestleMania, I think he has to be there.
He gotta be. That's what I'm saying. Like if this was
I do too, but
I do too.
But we live in the world of we live in the world of Brock Lesnar's and. I didn't see him not show up for weeks on end.
I agree, G, but that's why we gotta call these niggas out. Like, you look at us. We are happy that he is gonna be there for the Raw before Mania. Nah, that nigga need to be there every week leading up. This is WrestleMania, bro.
And he's probably winning that belt too. So
that's like Tom Brady missing a practice before the Super Bowl. That shit ain't fucking happening, nigga. Like you will be at every practice leading up to the Super Bowl, nigga. You better be. Like,
you know what's crazy though? I'm looking at it right here. So Roman Reigns won't be there tomorrow, but he'll be there the last Raw for Mania. But Brock's gonna be there tomorrow and the following Raw.
See? Nah, dog.
I ain't trying to
and shout out Brock, but I don't care. I don't care that he's doing that because he better. Because he got less of a wiggle room than Roman because I remember that Universal title reign.
Fair.
Yeah, you better show up.
But also, he doesn't really have to though. He's not in the main event. He's not in the main event.
But it's Overfemi, and Overfemi's gonna be on every week. I get it. Yeah, CM Punk, if Roman Reigns could do a backstage segment, it'd be fine. Because you know what they're probably gonna do on Monday? The Usos are probably gonna interfere.
Bro,
they're gonna do some with the Usos.
That goes back to Malik's point about how the Usos shouldn't be involved.
Hey, wait. I got you. I can tell you what they're probably gonna do because CM Punk's a babyface. Jey Uso versus CM Punk in the main event of Raw. Because Jey Uso was the one yelling at Roman to go get him. CM Punk versus Jey Uso in the main event. The Vision's gonna interfere. Speed's gonna be there. LA Knight's gonna be there. That's how that's gonna happen.
That's another thing I hate. LA Knight and Speed being involved with that. Like that shit's so stupid.
I'm entertained.
I just feel like if you're going to,
it's entertaining, but you gotta call it out. You gotta call out all.
And you know what? If you're not if Roman Reigns isn't going to be there every week for the build, fine. But there's still ways you can tell the story without him being there. All you got to do is just film stuff. Like G said, just film some backstage interviews, whatever like this.
All you need is a pre-recorded segment.
This pre-recorded segment and then air it the next week. That's all you got to do.
It's what we've been saying, Malik. Let him break into Punk's house.
I mean, shit, Roman Reigns, one of the best guys that's been doing that pre-recorded stuff. They've been calling it cinema for years when he got them pre-recorded vignettes and everything. Like,
let him act.
All you gotta do is just do something pre-recorded and then just air it the next week, like a little backstage interview.
Roman Reigns and CM Punk gonna walk in the middle of Allegiant Stadium in 2 different cars with a security detail.
Hey, that shit was hard, bro. Don't do that, G. That shit was hard last time.
That led to nothing.
It did.
2 things. Y'all notice the first thing I'm gonna say. Y'all notice how every time Randy Orton's going into a WrestleMania main event as a challenger, they do something stupid to fuck it up. First, in 2009, it was the stupid stipulation of Triple H gets disqualified if he loses the title if he gets disqualified. That's the one thing. And now it's Pat McAfee. I don't know why they keep doing this to Randy. But also, I can't believe I'm saying this because I've been shouting from the mountains. I don't want to see his face anymore. If Pat McAfee isn't like some sort of decoy for The Rock, fuck this shit, bro.
I mean, at this point, brother. At this point,
he's not
bro, I'm not gonna lie. If The Rock ends up being the one, like, I found my people's champion, okay.
Fine.
Okay, I get it. But, bro, I'm so sorry. Bro, it's really, that's their big issue. They love to overcomplicate simple storylines. And I don't, honestly, y'all know me. I've been one of the biggest Triple H defenders. I'm not defending this shit. I don't care if it's Ari Emanuel or not, because Triple H, before Ari Emanuel was really putting his hands in the weeds, you was doing this thing. You was still doing long-term storytellings for no reason. How long did you tell the Austin Theory Grayson Waller breakup? Just for it to end because Austin Theory got injured on a show that wasn't taped? How long have you been you fumbled the New Day. The New Day's heel turn, which should have been cinematic. Fumbled that. Like, so I'm not gonna give him the grace because he has messed up. Like we said, 2024 was a good year for him. 2025 was a horrible year for him. He's 1-1 right now. Right? We'll see what happens for the rest of this year. He's kind of like a C right now. And mainly a C because of this past Friday SmackDown. Before that, he was C plus about to hit B. He just dropped down to a C. So
I feel like everything really hasn't felt the same since WrestleMania 40. It just really ticket prices went so high, the product changed. Like if you look at when Triple H took over in 2022, look at the first 3 shows that he did: SummerSlam, Clash at the Castle, and then Extreme Rules. All those 3 shows, and you want to count Survivor Series, so 4. But those 3 in particular were top tier pay-per-view shows, bro. You had SummerSlam with the Damage Control debut and stuff, Roman and Brock in that last minute standing match. I get so many good things. Clash at the Castle, that's one of the best shows that they've ever had. The company's ever had. Like from top to bottom. And then Extreme Rules, that Bray Wyatt return and everything. Like there's so many great things that happened from 2022 until Mania 40. And now it just seems like everything's so different in the span of Mania 40. Like Mania 40 went all the way up here because of that bloodline stuff and Cody finishing the story. And then it's like everything about the product has changed with them not knowing what to do with certain people, celebrities getting involved in main event matches, ticket prices raising through the roof. Like everything just feels so different right now. And I just feel like you have so much talent on that roster. The product shouldn't be hurting this bad right now.
Not at all.
You always go through ups and downs with WWE. It's a big roller coaster ride. You always have your highs and your lows. And we had a really good boom period, and then you kind of downtracked a little bit. Okay, I can accept that. I'm cool with that. But now it's like the product shouldn't be hurting this bad when you have so much talent in the men's division, the tag division, and the main event scene, the mid card scene. Like you got talent everywhere on that roster.
The tag division pisses me off.
You got young guys. You got still legends that are around right now. Like you got so much talent on that roster, and the product isn't living up to expectations. And WrestleMania is on the horizon. We're approaching the biggest show of the year. This should be the most exciting time as a wrestling fan right now because WrestleMania is the grandest stage of them all, right? That's what they've been calling it for decades. Like this is Wrestle freaking Mania. This should be the most exciting time of the year right now to be watching wrestling. And it doesn't feel like that at all. Like we're all still going to watch, but the hype level for WrestleMania is like, I'm not as excited as I want to be. And that's disappointing as a fan. It really is. It's complaining.
Yeah, no, Triple H has to get blamed for certain things, like I see in the comments they're talking about Mello. He definitely gets blamed for that Mello shit. Like Sami Zayn should not be.
I'm gonna punch him in his throat. I'm gonna punch him in his throat. No.
Sami Zayn should not be in
that
shit.
No. Hold the fuck up. Triple H. First, let me start by saying Trick should win anyway. I don't care what match they do. Trick should win anyway. Don't care.
Right.
Carmelo Hayes, through the grace of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, on Resurrection Sunday, somehow managed to get over after you fumbled him when you brought him up the first time. Somehow managed to get over. He finally started getting some traction. He was actually getting reactions, and he was doing real good with that US Open title.
Yep.
Now, I understand you got to put the title in stories. You can't just do open challenges every week. I'm for that. After sitting down thinking about it, I wasn't even mad that Sami Zayn won. Defeats the whole world title purpose story he's been telling for 5 years. But hey, I wasn't even mad that he won. I wasn't even mad that he won because in my brain, there's no way this isn't a triple threat match at WrestleMania. That's what I'm thinking in my brain. Because of the way Sammy won, there is no way this isn't a triple threat match at Mania. We get to the show. Mind you, I'm skimming through it. Okay, we're going to have a title match tonight. Even in my brain, I'm like, okay, well, I didn't think they were going to do a title match. I thought they were just going to make a triple threat match. But hey, we'll see. You know what I mean? Maybe DQ. I knew Trick was going to be out there with Yachty. We have a little DQ. That's how you get your triple. Sami Zayn, after, mind you, the reason the match got made is because he said, wow, Trick has a point. I've been getting mad at Cody Rhodes for taking advantages of opportunities. I got mad at Randy Orton. And then look at me. Look how I won. I can't do that. So you know what? Man of integrity. I said, when he said that line, I said, I swear, if this match ends the exact same way you just had, I'll be fucking pissed for multiple reasons. Sure enough, Carmelo Hayes fakes an injury or has a kayfabe injury. Sami Zayn looks at him and without hesitation gets in the corner and loads up the haluva kick.
Yep.
Without hesitation. Now, mind you, I assume Sami Zayn eventually is going to turn heel. I assume. Yep. Which is cool. Nigga, you could have had the exact same story. He just went on a crash out session with everybody and their mama for doing the exact same thing. And now you turn around and do it. And it's not even for the world fucking title. A US title that you've already shown me you can win without being like that.
They better put Mello in it, bro.
So why are we sacrificing Carmelo Hayes' WrestleMania spot? We have 2 weeks left till WrestleMania. I hope and pray
they better put him in there, bro.
I hope and pray they still add him. But the fact that you are about to sacrifice or possibly sacrifice Carmelo Hayes into WrestleMania 3 weeks before it starts for a feud that didn't need the title to begin with, but nevertheless, if you're going to put it in there, at least have Carmelo reward him for the hard work. Hell, you could have made a fatal four-way with this with Ilya if you really wanted to. If you really wanted to, and I don't want to hear Owens to give Trick the big one-on-one singles win, blah 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 blah. Because you know what Penta's about to do? Penta's about to have a ladder match with 4 guys that they announced were in the match before the main event episode even aired.
Yep.
But they announced the winners before the main event episode even aired, where they had the qualifiers. So y'all clearly don't care enough about all that. So you could have put Carmelo Hayes in this match. I swear, if Carmelo Hayes, what is today? April 5th. So if Carmelo Hayes on April 10th and if Carmelo Hayes on April 17th does not get announced for this triple threat match for the US title, and they've already confirmed that the honeymoon and wedding with Kalani Jordan isn't going to interfere with WrestleMania because they knew it was WrestleMania, so they planned it thereafter. I don't care. As long as Trick wins, I'll be content. But the fact that Carmelo Hayes might not make this Mania after all the work he did for fucking Samuel Hogan
is bullshit.
Pissing me off.
And look,
pissing me off. And this ain't even a me hate Sammy thing, because I actually think Sammy the past 2 weeks, hey, kind of rocking with what you've been saying a little bit. I'm rocking with the direction you're going. But this bullshit right here, I swear, there's no logical reason why Carmelo Hayes. He just lost unclean twice.
And let me ask
he has been protected in the loss twice.
Because it's
if
crazy.
That man is not added to the card at WrestleMania, because Sami Zayn and Carmelo Hayes had the handshake thing where, like, look, if I beat you, it's over with. We can't say nothing about it no more. Mind you, he's on the brand that literally doesn't care about contracts. Didn't Drew McIntyre have a contract that Cody Rhodes cannot challenge for the undisputed title unless he won the Rumble or the Elimination Chamber? Last time I checked, he didn't do either. But because Drew McIntyre kept interfering, Nick Aldis, you're mad now. So boom. How do you see Trick Williams hit Carmelo Hayes with the cup and then look at Sami Zayn backstage and be like, well, congratulations. Looks like you're going to the man that cost Carmelo Hayes his title. Looks like you and Trick are going to have a good old banger over there. What? The man.
And to add to what G's saying about how Melo got over, before the fucking match with Sami Zayn, people are cheering for Melo, bro. People are cheering for Melo. People, and so much so, people were cheering for Melo and Trick. They didn't want Sammy in that fucking match. They wanted Melo and Trick. I'm giving ways for them to save it. Triple H, you make that a triple threat. You let Trick pin Sammy. Trick does not pin Melo. Trick pin Sammy. Get Sammy the fuck out of there so that loss can lead to a heel turn so he can go do his world championship story, get him the fuck out of there, and give us Melo versus Trick, the program. Begin the fucking feud on the main roster.
I am willing to look past a lot as long as Trick Williams wins. If Sami Zayn walks out of that fucking WrestleMania with the US title still on his shoulders, oh my God, I'm already his biggest hater, but he will possibly have the worst world title reign on the
That's worse. That's worse than Brock beating Oba. That's worse than Brock beating Oba, honestly. In my opinion.
No.
Because you could start a feud.
Actually, let me sit back.
Brock and Oba.
Let me sit back because I hate Sammy that much.
Nah, Sammy.
I think Trick will be harder to recover because if Trick loses his first big WrestleMania,
it's over.
To Sami Zayn of all people,
it's over.
You're never gonna get rid of the Sammy Hogan chance, and Trick Williams ain't gonna be what you want.
It's worse because
Oba might be able to
lose to Brock because Brock is Brock, but if you lose to Sammy,
I don't know.
I know.
Honestly, hold on. I'm switching back. Wait. I'm switching back.
You gotta look at because
you literally have your next megastar in the palm of your hands.
I get what y'all saying. But you could start the feud. Like Brock, if something happens, you can have Oba versus Brock. I think Oba needs to win, but I'm saying if Sammy beats Trick,
oh my God,
bro, that's bad.
You want to know how they can make WrestleMania 42?
That's bad, but I don't think that's
you want to know how they can make WrestleMania 42 the worst WrestleMania of all time?
Javon, Oba, and Trick all lose.
it's gonna be three things. It's gonna be three things. Javon could lose the ladder match. That's fine.
He could. He definitely could.
Oba Femi losing to Brock.
Mm-hmm.
Trick Williams losing to Sami Zayn. And the Bellas winning the women's tag team.
Oh my gosh!
That is the number one way.
Nah,
this will make if all those three things happen, I'll be sitting here with my dad Pat the same way I sat here after WrestleMania 39, pissed off his head because that would be worse than 35. That would be worse than 34. That would be worse than chill out.
No, yeah. All right, Chad, I get it. I get it. Y'all right. I'm sorry, Chad. I understand Oba has to win, Chad. I'm just saying the Trick losing is bad. That's really bad. Maybe not as bad as Oba.
You know what I can see them doing?
The Trick losing is bad.
You know what I can see them doing? Leaving Melo out of the match. They just do Sammy and Trick and then do a fucking double turn where Sammy fucking retains. I can see that.
I can see a double turn. Wait, what do you mean?
Or Sammy turns heel and Trick goes
Sammy
face.
Goes heel, Trick
nasty. That's
you know what I would want them to do? I want Carmelo. You know what? I want Carmelo to call Sammy so that way we can get Trick and Melo game back. I'll be okay with that.
How? Okay, wait.
I still feel like. I mean, there's no way there's not going to be a triple threat in my mind.
There's no issue. It has to be, bro.
Especially after it ended. That to me just confirmed. Like, okay.
Well, I didn't think Pat McAfee was going to be in the storyline like where we are.
Yeah, but
I don't know, man.
I forgot to bring.
I was about to say. Speaking of that, can I give y'all my pitch on how I think you turn it around? Because you got to turn it around. So people in the chat are already saying they want Cody to win because of what's happening. People on the internet are already saying that. If you go to Ari Emanuel's post. If you go to his Instagram, everybody in the comments is saying, "I hate you, nigga. Let's die." Like everybody's saying it.
I retweeted it.
Niggas are saying, "Fuck you" in the comments. Well, what you do now, you turn him into you make Triple H be the face for it because Ari Emanuel won't get on TV. You make it be TKO versus Cody. You bring in the Authority versus TKO. You got to have Triple H be the face for it. If not, do Nick Khan. And that's the way you turn it around. You have Randy Orton work for TKO. You have Pat McAfee. You have a bunch of people work for TKO, and Cody Rhodes comes in and it's like, I'm gonna defeat TKO for everybody. That's how you gotta fix it. That's how you gotta fix it. There's no other way.
Honestly, bro, it's just a repetitive of the story they told years ago.
I get it.
It is 2026.
We shouldn't be in this position to have to turn it around. Though.
I agree, Malik. I agree.
Lynn,
how you turn it around, G? Tell me how you turn it around then.
Lynn, it is 2026. If you think I want to see Cody Rhodes overcome the big boss 12 years after we saw it already, bro, it'd be different if Cody Rhodes was 5'11" trying to be a world champion and never done it before. This nigga is 6'3", 6'4", and is a 3-time undisputed champion and beat Roman Reigns.
I agree.
I don't want to see that crap anymore.
How you fix it? How you fix it? Tell me how you fix it. Pitch to me.
Pat McAfee cannot make the show due to travel concerns, and Cody Rhodes is the one who cut the engine off the plane. Cody Rhodes is the one who cut the.
Wow. Honestly, the most simple thing they should do, it's pretty simple. They just got to have Randy Orton beat the shit out of Pat McAfee, bro.
Okay.
They got next week on SmackDown. Randy gotta he whatever they gotta do to fix it. He gave it like, you know what?
Fuck this.
I second guess myself.
Cody and Pat McAfee have a match. Cody wins really, really quick. Randy Orton punts Pat McAfee in the head.
I would just even say that. Just have Randy Orton turn on Pat McAfee. Randy Orton's like, you know what? The voices in my head telling me I don't need you, bro. Like,
all right, fair enough.
Just end it right there. I mean, it would.
Why is he the one that got you to that point, man?
Yeah, it would have to be.
Bro, Ted DiBiase got acquitted on the charges. You gotta brought that back.
I think it was supposed to be 10.
No. Let me ask you this. Genuine question. Like, genuine question. No bullshit here. Is there a way they can possibly make this worse than last year with Travis Scott?
Yes. They already did. They already did.
It's already worse than Travis Scott?
No, I can't say it's already worse.
No, because here's the thing. With the Travis Scott thing, I think we all acknowledge that the Travis Scott thing was bad, but the main person we blame is that bald-headed fraud. Because if he would have shown up, I don't think anybody would have tripped about the Travis Scott thing that much. Nobody would have. They still would have thought he wasn't needed. But nobody would have tripped about it that much because Travis Scott was not looked at up until WrestleMania when The Rock showed up. Travis Scott was not looked at as the key central point as to why John Cena was doing what he's doing. It was supposed to be The Rock. In this case, the way they're telling the story, Pat McAfee is the reason Randy Orton is listening to the voices. That's fucking stupid.
All right, I see what you're saying.
Why is Pat McAfee the reason?
Good cook.
That's a good cook, G. I see what you're saying.
Oh,
that's
my God,
Cody.
bro.
Only if Cody wins. That's the way they do it. Some Cody.
No, bro.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I think Young EA is the one I said it. I know I said it earlier. I really want to see Cody win now because I don't want to see Pat McAfee be the reason Randy Orton is a 15-time world champion.
But that goes back to my point, G. If Pat McAfee's involved, how do you do it? Like, I agree with both.
You know what they're gonna do?
You kick Pat McAfee in the head. But my assumption is Pat McAfee stays there. That's why you have Cody have to fight the Authority.
You know what they're gonna do?
And y'all know it, bro.
I think I know what you're gonna say, Malik, and it's gonna piss me off.
I don't want to say it, but
go ahead, say it. What are they gonna do?
Pat McAfee versus Jelly Roll?
No, they're gonna have Jelly Roll come out and help Cody. I mean,
that's exactly what they're fucking gonna do. That's exactly what they're fucking gonna do.
That's nasty, bro.
That's exactly what they're fucking.
Because there's no way they're not doing Backlash. They're gonna do Cody and Jelly Roll versus Pat McAfee and Randy Orton.
I'm with you, G. I'm with you.
That's the tag team match at Backlash.
Matter of fact, bullying's not
because Cody Rhodes is by himself now, and Jelly Roll took the RKO, and now Pat McAfee's involved. Cody's outnumbered. I could definitely see Jelly Roll showing up at WrestleMania.
Why is your main event feud?
So honestly, this might be worse. This will be worse than Travis Scott.
Why is your blood feud 20 years in the making involving Jelly Roll and Pat McAfee?
Because Ari Emanuel's
before y'all go crazy, I hope I'm wrong. I pray to the gods above that I am wrong about this and that this does not come true. But logically, that's what I'm thinking now.
Bring back Stone.
So I know I'm not in business.
Unless somebody does a whole 360 and they kick Pat McAfee out of this situation, but
wait, I need a new one.
If somebody who's a business major or understands how business works, one of these days, find me. Y'all know my IG, y'all know my TikTok. Message me. If y'all can sit down with me one day and go over numbers go over metrics, go over how in the fuck he thinks Pat McAfee is the answer to bringing more fucking fans and money to the show, please explain it to me. Because I get the Pat McAfee show is really fucking good. Nobody's watching that show to see him fucking wrestle. Nobody's watching that show. They're watching that show to hear him talk about wrestling, not actually do it. I swear, one of the biggest blessings and curses of COVID, that Pat McAfee ever went through, is that he could jump on the top rope pretty easily. Because ever since that fucking match against Adam Cole, they just be spawning, hey, I know you can jump on the top rope and do a suplex. Here you go. Let's give you a good match with Gunther. Here you go. Let's give you a WrestleMania match with Austin Theory. Here you go. Let's put you in the Royal Rumble just to eliminate yourself, and that spot could have been used for somebody else. There's no way y'all are going to convince me that that was the answer. If you really wanted to bring some money, right? If you're watching and you're like, hey, I really think we need to bring some money. You know, who's going to attract the viewers? They went through all the celebrities and landed on Pat McAfee. Not Tom Brady, not Pat Mahomes. It's in Vegas. You could have got a Max Crosby on there now that he ain't going nowhere. No, you got Pat McAfee.
Matt Crosby got traded to the Cowboys, didn't he?
I don't know what Crosby going.
No, he went to the Ravens, but I think he
physical. Yeah, I think he back to the Ravens.
He got traded to the Cowboys though. Afterwards.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, he's still a
Raider.
Yeah, he's still Vegas. I know they wanted to try to trade for him, but they didn't.
Okay.
I'm still in Vegas.
Yeah, so why like out of all the people you picked a punter? And granted, it might be the most famous punter, but you picked a punter. I get he's been on your shows. You could have had him commentate if you want to bring him more money.
It's
hey,
trash,
also too, commentating the show, Pat McAfee. That would have worked.
You get all the ESPN exposure. You have Pat McAfee.
If you would have announced Mauro Ranallo would have been the commentator, that would have brought him more money than Pat McAfee and his fucking angle.
Mm-hmm. Bro, trash.
I don't even care about Pat McAfee being part of the show, bro. He shouldn't be a part of this.
He shouldn't be in the main fucking events.
You want to have him come out and host with John Cena? You want to have him come out and host with John Cena, be a commentator, or even put him in a little story with somebody else? Cool, but like
Danhausen, oh my god, Pat McAfee and Danhausen would fucking be elite next to the Miz and Kid Wilson.
We're talking about the main events of WrestleMania. Why are we overcomplicating these builds, adding other people a part of stories that don't need to be a part of it? I don't understand. Like, do y'all not trust Roman, Punk, Cody, and Randy to go out there and tell stories themselves? Like, do we not trust that they can generate enough money in the main event of WrestleMania? You put them there for a reason. They're main event guys. They draw money. You put them there for a reason. You don't trust them to be able to go out there themselves and tell a story without a bloodline stuff or without celebrities being involved. I don't understand. It's WrestleMania. It's the main event. Randy Orton's a legend. Cody Rhodes is the top guy right now. Roman Reigns, one of the biggest draws I've ever had. CM Punk, one of the most popular superstars in company history. You got enough money generated right there. Those four individuals involved in the main event for night one and night two. You don't have to add other people to the stories to make it more interesting or to revenue more money to get more ticket sales. If you lower ticket prices for the show, people will pay money to come to the show. Facts. They will pay money to go to WrestleMania, no matter how good the product is or how bad the product is. People generally will want to go to WrestleMania with their families, with their friends, with their coworkers, or whatever, because if you're a wrestling fan at heart, it's WrestleMania. You want to go for the vibes. You want to go for the energy. You want to go to meet other wrestlers. You want to go for the experience. You want to go for all the credentials that I just named. You don't have to add outside people or other people involved in the stories, even if it makes sense with bloodline stuff. Like, you don't have to always add those layers to stories to make them more interesting. In the main event of WrestleMania, you got people there that can generate the money and to make the stories interesting. You put them there for a reason. So why are we overcomplicating these builds? I don't understand it. Like, it was such a simple layup. This is like if Michael Jordan was going for a wide open layup and just missed it in NBA Finals. You know, like, why are we overcomplicating these fields? It doesn't make any sense.
Hey, and to those points, this is the last thing I'll say. There's two things. One, when Cody Rhodes, even though I feel like Cody Rhodes be taking forever to say something sometimes. Man, he ain't never cooked more. Imagine if the third man wasn't Hulk Hogan, it was Disco Inferno. When Cody Rhodes said that, I was like, oh my God, Cody Rhodes, you absolutely fried your segment. Great job. Second, King Howard 912, I believe that's your full username. You are now my favorite, other than my little brothers. You are now my favorite watcher of this show. This nigga fucking cooked. You know what he said? How you can fix this shit? Danhausen goes on the Pat McAfee show. Curses Pat McAfee, he can't be at WrestleMania.
Yes.
Oh my God, you just fucking cooked.
Yes.
You just fucking cooked.
And then we tie in what G said earlier. The engine of the plane is fucked.
Right.
Yes, Danhausen make sure the plane engine. Yes, I love all of that.
Right.
I love all of that. And TKO brought back. I'm seeing the comments. TKO is the reason why John Cena's here to host. They gave him a bag. Like, bro,
But that I can understand. Oh, you want to bring more money? John Cena isn't unretiring to do something stupid. He's hosting WrestleMania. Oh my God! Wait, fuck. He's gonna get involved in the main event. He's gonna get involved in the main event.
If not the main event, the Gunther match. One of them. He's
gonna get involved in the main event.
He's
gonna interfere in Orton Cody because he's gonna interfere with Cody and Orton. He's going to. He's gonna interfere in that match.
He's either interfering with that one or the
Gunther pull a rock at 27.
One of them.
He's gonna pull a rock at 27. He's interfering in the match. John Cena gonna interfere in the match.
It's going to either be the Gunther Seth match or the Randy Cody match. One of them. He's getting involved in. I see it.
The Gunther Seth. He better not interfere in that shit.
I can see.
Hey, that man better not lose at WrestleMania. I get this was your backup plan because Braun Breaker's hurt. I get it. That man better not lose at WrestleMania. Gunther's another one that can't lose. Another one that can't lose.
Well, how you going? What you mean Gunther can't lose and Seth can't lose? They fighting each other.
No, Seth can lose. Seth cannot lose. He be all right.
Okay.
He be cool. The person he got beef with ain't the one he wrestling. He can lose.
Okay, I got you.
Nah, Gunther. What I want to see Gunther do. So let's say Cena opens night 1 or night 2, right? Cuts a promo, whatever. That's when Gunther's music hits and they're on the ramp and they just.
That's what yeah.
And after that, Gunther better. I want Gunther to beat Seth in 5 minutes.
I can see that.
Ooh, 5 minutes.
I kind of want a long match.
7. I mean, okay, I get we want to see real graps, but you want to revive that nigga? 5 minutes.
Nah.
I think Braun Breaker's.
Oh, that's bro.
I'll be so
I
mad.
think Braun's gonna help him win.
I'll be so mad.
Oh,
I mean, I want to see real graps too. I want to see real graps. I want that to be a 25-minute banger.
Yeah, it could be with Oba and Brock, cool, but no, I don't want that.
Wait, the Seth.
Oba and Brock ain't going longer than 7. I'll tell you that right now.
The Seth thing could be a 10-minute match to most part. Mo, you just said what I think gonna happen. And to G's point, it being slow. Braun Breaker's gonna come out and interfere that match, bro. 100%. Braun Breaker's clear.
I'm not gonna lie. If he comes out and interferes, that means he was clear enough to wrestle.
He's clear. No, wait.
You literally.
Come out. Braun Breaker's 100% clear. Like he could wrestle right now. The only reason
they cleared him. When did they clear him?
They cleared him like a couple weeks ago, bro.
Yeah, he's been.
The only reason. Wait, let me tell you. The only reason why they haven't brought him out is because they want to do the Seth Braun feud right, quote unquote, and give him a full build. Oh no, he's been clear, brother. Like 100%.
What?
Yes.
What? Oh my God!
That's what it's been reported as.
That's what's being. Yeah.
What?
Gunther would have done
You can't do that. You right.
Wait, I didn't know G didn't see that. G, you not on Twitter. You gotta get on Twitter,
I'm
dog.
I'm not. Look, I just scared my son. I'll be right back. Oh my God.
You good? Yeah, no, that nigga clear. How y'all feel about that? I think he's gonna interfere. I definitely do.
That's what I saw that coming as soon as they announced Gunther and Seth. I'm like, oh, Braun's gonna interfere. Cool.
And look,
interfere, bro.
If he doesn't, then either way, I'm gonna give you the pitch for the Gunther stuff. This is my thoughts. Paul Heyman hires Gunther, and Gunther's gonna beat Seth. Brock Lesnar should lose. Let's say Brock Lesnar loses to Oba. Paul Heyman starts flirting with Gunther more, and Brock's not gonna like that shit. He's like, "Nah, bro, I'm your main killer." And Paul Heyman's like, "I don't know, it might be Gunther." Setting up Gunther versus Brock for the retirement match. Yeah, brother. Yes, sir.
I see that.
I can see that.
I'm rocking with that.
I don't know if Braun's cleared or not. I've seen reports about it, but I don't think if he was cleared, I think they would have did that match.
I think for this situation, for the thing I just pitched, even though he's clear, it would be better if he doesn't come out and help. That way, Gunther wins clean most, so he could, so it's like Braun didn't need to help, so Brock Lesnar feels even more threatened. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
I mean, possibly, I guess. I guess we'll figure out at WrestleMania 42. We'll figure that out. I mean, I don't know if Braun's cleared or not cleared. Like I said, I don't know what the reports. You can't always believe everything on the internet, but I think
that's even though it was Fightful. It was Fightful. I will say that.
Yeah, I think if he was clear, I think that would have just been the obvious match, and then Gunther could have did something differently. But then again, like his opponent got hurt too, so it's like you got to try to figure out a different plan for him too. So it's kind of like, what are we gonna do? And there's a lot of different, plans I got to try to figure out and fix, which I understand. I completely get 100%. Like sometimes things don't follow through. plans don't follow through the way you want them to, so you got to figure out a plan B. And Gunther as a plan B is not a bad option.
It's a great plan B. I just think Braun wasn't clear enough for the program to be rightfully billed. Like that's what everybody's saying. It's like he wasn't clear in time for it to be a properly long enough build in their opinion.
Long term.
I'm gonna be so real. You talking about they wanted it to do it right, blah blah blah. First off, you fucking put Pat McAfee in the main event of your other world title.
You right?
You clearly don't care. You clearly don't care about that. Second, all they had to do, if you saying he been clear for a couple weeks, Gunther barely come out last week, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Facts.
Right. So when Seth Rollins was about to take out Paul Heyman, that easily could have been Braun. You have today's the 5th, so you have the 6th and the 13th. You have 2 weeks to build that, and you already have the story of him taking them out, you coming back for them. Braun Breaker got hurt, took out Bronson Reed, bubble. You already have all of that. All it takes is one brawl, and you don't even have to have a promo in the ring. One pre-recorded segment, and I'm hooked for Mania.
You right.
That's all you needed. Now, granted, I think Gunther and Seth is the better match. I think it'll be real raps. I'm curious to see how they're going to build it and Gunther's reasons as to why he went after Seth. I'm curious to see. Nevertheless, to say that he's been cleared and because you wanted to do this proper, you could
that's the reason they gave too. That shit was nasty.
If they care about doing the stories proper, why is Pat McAfee?
I agree with you, G.
Why is Pat McAfee and Jelly Roll crucial components to arguably what was the bigger story out of your whole company for a while?
I agree.
And now it's dropped all the way to 4th place.
How are we feeling in Malik? Because I don't know if I've heard your thoughts on this. I've heard G's thoughts because we did that episode when it was just us. How are we all feeling about the women's builds? Like Stephanie and Liv, Jade and Rhea. How are we feeling about those builds?
The only one that really isn't working for me is Jade and Rhea. That's just the only one that I'm not really feeling. Jade and Rhea is like you adding Michin and B-Fab. It's like once again they're adding outside people to these stories that don't need to be there. Like Michin and B-Fab was getting their ass beat by Jade for weeks, bro. They was getting destroyed, demolished by Jade, and now it's like all right,
for months, bro.
You whooping our ass so badly. Let's team up, man.
Team up.
We tired of getting picked on. We tired of getting bullied. We'll go ahead and align ourselves with you. Beachin and B-Fab are cool. I'm saying nothing against them, but like, why do they have to be involved in this story with Jade and Rhea? You don't have to involve these outside people to these stories. I don't understand.
Makes no sense.
Liv and Stephanie, I get that because of Judgment Day and everything, so that makes sense. I'm cool with that right there. Raquel and all this, Roxanne, that makes sense because it's a group thing. They've been a group for a minute. I'm cool with that, and the build has been okay. I don't mind it. It could be better, of course, but it's not terrible.
I like the Steph Liv build.
The women's tag team stuff is cool. It's fine. I expected a little fatal 4-way. That's fine right there. And then Asuka and Io, I mean, it could be better too, but I just want to see the match. I think the match itself will be really, really good. But Rhea and Jade is really the only one where I'm like,
you didn't say AJ Becky.
You're overcomplicating it for no reason.
Because Jade's not good.
Wait, you didn't say real quick before we jump into Rhea Jade. You didn't say Becky and AJ? How you feeling about that one?
Again, the build could be better because AJ's not there every week, so it's like they could add more to that. But when they're there, it's good though. I like the promo battles that they have and stuff. It's interesting, so it's good. But it's like Jade and Rhea is really the only one that I feel like they're overcomplicating.
Because the first promo they did was a dick measuring contest, and then they said, "Ooh, I know what to do it. Let's make the Jade Fusion Collective." That's what they said. They said, "Let's make the Jade Fusion Collective." That's what they decided to do. So now here's your dilemma. Here's your dilemma you run into. Nobody's going to look good coming out of this because either A, Jade retains with the Jade Fusion Collective, making Rhea look horrible, or B, Rhea 1v3s the Jade Fusion Collective, rendering that group useless. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's bad.
The Jade Fusion Collective, you are in a lose-lose situation with that feud. Either Rhea 1v3s the Jade Fusion Collective, and they have no point of existing, or B, The J Fusion Collective beats Rhea, and that's like Brock Lesnar losing to Retribution.
Yeah, they booked themselves into a corner with that one. I agree with you, Malik. It's like them dudes was getting. Meechin and B-Fab were getting bullied for not just weeks, months, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna just team up with our bully. Hey, we're tired of getting beat by you. We'll just be your lackeys.
All because Rhea checked on them and made sure they were okay.
Yeah, like Rhea didn't
It took
do
1
anything.
week and Rhea to ask one question.
Like B-Fab has no reason to hate on Rhea, and Meechin's reason is so dumb because y'all beat up AJ Styles when you were in the Judgment Day. Huh? Meechin?
That was years ago, bro.
What? Meechin, that's such a bad reason.
That was her reason? When did
That's
she
what
give that
she
reason?
said,
That's what
bro.
she said. That's
She
what she
said
said.
on SmackDown, bro, and she
This past
tweeted
week?
it. Was that this past week, Malik? That might have been a week ago.
I don't remember what it was. She tweeted it too, though. She put it
She,
on
she,
Twitter.
she said it on TV and she tweeted
Because
it,
they attacked
Hold on.
AJ Styles
I'm reading
years
the tweet.
ago.
bro. Watch. Meechin.
Stories are overcomplicated, bro. I'm saying.
When
Mind
Edge
you,
was
do
still a
y'all
part of the
realize?
group.
Do y'all realize that all 4 world title matches have other people involved in it besides the individuals involved?
Jeez, you're
For
right.
the women and the men.
I just realized that you were fucking right, and that's
Every-
nasty.
Every world championship match going into WrestleMania for the men and the women have outside people involved in the stories.
And
Bro,
there's
let's-
only
let's
one,
look
and
at
there's only
Twitter.
one title feud that actually makes sense why they're there.
Which one, G?
Well, maybe two. Live with the Judgment Day, that makes 1,000%
Yeah, that makes
sense.
Yeah, facts.
Maybe the Usos being there, it makes sense. They don't need to be there, but it makes sense. Because technically he talked about their father too.
Right.
Oh
But,
yeah,
like, you don't
they
need
uncle. Yeah,
Or
yeah,
their
facts.
uncle. But you don't need them. Oh my god, bro.
Everybody
only-
else, though, everybody else has like there's no world championship build this year that just has the people involved with the title and the challenger. It's other people involved as well. Like you said, Raquel and Liv, that 1,000% makes sense. Because
That's the one that
stuff,
needs to be
like,
there. Yeah.
That's connected. That makes sense. That's totally fine. Sure, if you want to say the Usos are cool because obviously they're tied to Roman Reigns as a bloodline, so you could say that's a pass. But I feel like they don't really need to be there. Like Roman and Punk are more than capable of telling the story themselves. But then you look at the SmackDown stuff, the Raw stuff. You want to give a pass to the Raw stuff? Okay. Look at the SmackDown stuff. You got Jade and Rhea. You got Beechin and B-Fab now added to this for whatever reason. And then you got Pat McAfee, Jelly Roll, and all these other people involved. And then Cody and Randy stuff, which is completely outrageous. Like, why are we overcomplicating these builds for WrestleMania again? I keep using that word, but it's true to existence. We're overcomplicating these builds for WrestleMania world title matches when you don't have to do that. There's simple stories to tell. Maybe if you want to throw little shades of people here and there, if okay, cool. But like, we don't have to overdo things with these builds. All you have to do is tell the story themselves. You put Cody and Randy on paper. You put Roman and Punk on paper. Liv and Raquel. Even you want to add Jade and Rhea because of Rhea's popularity.
They work.
Sure, you don't have to add other people there. People will like genuinely be excited for it, just for it to be on the show. But you're adding other layers to it to sell tickets and all this. Like, you're just overdoing it so much. Like, you're making the build so complicated when on paper, this card looks way better than last year, if you ask me. Looks way better than last year.
On paper for sure.
On paper, this card looks 1,000% better than last year's card. Like, I genuinely feel like every match on the show should be very fun to watch. But the builds don't make me feel like it's WrestleMania. The builds don't make me hype. Like, ooh, I'm excited. Besides maybe like 1 or 2 builds, the builds are kind of like, why are we doing this? Why are we overcomplicating this? What is happening? What the fuck are we doing? Like, everything just feels so like, just, it's giving me a headache. What are we doing here? Like, I don't understand why we're overdoing these things.
For all my
Here's the tweet, G. The tweet. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. The OC remembers with the Bullet Club thing. And then the next tweet after is, you always hated me. Now I gave you a reason. The next tweet after that is her on SmackDown saying, I remember what you did to AJ Styles when you were in the Judgment Day. Just because he's not here, I remember, and I'm gonna handle that.
So I got 2 things to say.
So
For all my nerds,
Because
you know
they
what
did
this feels
AJ
like?
Styles.
For all my nerds who watch this stuff, this feels like we went from Avengers Endgame to Star Wars The Last Jedi. That's what this feels like.
No, nigga, this is just Marvel post Endgame how it went down the drain.
No. Because Marvel post Endgame, we got No Way Home, we got WandaVision, we got Loki, we got some good stuff. This is Star Wars The Last Jedi.
Yeah,
but
that's
that's for my nerds. Second, Meechin,
That's
the
Star Wars shit is
enemy,
ass.
the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
That's what she said.
Rhea has never been your enemy. On screen, she has never been your enemy. So the enemy of my enemy is my friend, or whatever the case. Rhea wasn't beating your ass for weeks on end.
Months, nigga.
So because Rhea attacked AJ, okay, I'm gonna join Jade. But Jade was whooping your ass on her own and making you look like her little bitch. But that doesn't matter to you. It's what they did to AJ Styles now that he retired.
Years ago. Somebody looked that up. What year was that? Please somebody look it up.
Michin wasn't even in the company when AJ was getting beat up by the Judgment Day. She wasn't even there. This was before she
wasn't even in the company. So this is before she changed her name from Mia.
This was when Edge was a part of the Judgment Day.
Hold on, I'm about to look.
2022.
This is before Vince left.
We're talking 4 years ago.
Oh, this is before Vince left because Damian Priest was doing that disappearing in the ring gimmick.
It was 2022.
This was during the AJ and Edge feud, bro.
June 2022.
4 years ago,
wasn't even in the company.
4 years ago. Yeah, because she had got released and then came back.
Yeah, she came back and then joined the OC.
But
imagine
was Gallows and Anderson even there?
Yes, they were.
No.
They weren't?
No. It was
they
AJ,
got brought
Finn,
back
and
I was about to say it was AJ Finn and Liv Morgan.
Oh yeah,
AJ Finn and Liv Morgan.
It was.
But they did bring back Gallows and Anderson later.
They did
They
right
brought back
before
after
Mia
Triple H
Yim.
took back control.
Yeah, they did. Triple H, and they brought back Gallows. They started the club, and then they brought back Michin.
No, it was Liv Morgan and who?
Liv Morgan, AJ Styles, and Finn. Yep.
And then Finn turned and went to the Judgment Day. That's right.
Yep. And then it was
we're
like
talking 2022. You want to know what was still going on at the time? This was peak Roman Reigns bloodline.
Liv Morgan was a babyface.
Yep. Cody
hadn't even torn the peg yet.
No, he didn't. He just started the Seth Rollins feud. It just started.
Edge was still there.
Yep.
Randy Orton was gone.
Yes,
he disappeared. We didn't know where he was at. This
was Butch.
Matt Riddle was there. Butch was a thing, bro. Like
the Brawling Brutes. Also that nigga. Oh man, I'm looking at Madcap Moss.
Ezekiel was a thing.
Ezekiel was a thing, bro.
Like Michin is talking about a time that does bro. Dijak was there. Like, what the fuck is Michin talking about? Like, I'm fighting Jade. I'm fighting Rhea because AJ Styles got beat up by Edge's Judgment Day. Like, nigga.
Oh, Chat did remind me. AJ and Finn were feuding for a little bit too, at like November-ish. Like they had a match at Survivor Series.
This is when Vin had vignettes every week. Veer's coming to Raw.
Yeah, Veer's on his way.
So I remember I'm pretty sure I've made videos and we talked about it on this pod. For all those people that were getting on me when I talked about how the women's builds are never good and nobody's excited for this, and everybody was like, "Oh, what are you talking about? Like the matches are great." I'm like, I don't care about the matches. The build was atrocious. The matches can be great, fine. I'm only talking about the builds. This is why.
Yeah.
This is why. This is when Rhea won that Elimination Chamber. I said, "Hey, I thought it was going to be saved because they had real life beef on X. They haven't even mentioned it.
Not once, bro.
They haven't even mentioned the X beef. I don't care.
Cody
Rhodes wasn't supposed to point at Roman,
and that's why the men point at Roman, and that's why the men will. And this is not me.
Buddy Murphy wasn't supposed to be in the background vignette of Roman Reigns getting attacked. And guess what? We got a great 45-minute match out of it.
This is why the men's people care more about the men's wrestling than the women's, because the women's have a real life situation happen. Everybody's hype. You could use it. And instead, like G said, they go out and have a dick measuring contest about whose muscles are bigger. Why the fuck do I care about whose muscles are bigger? Like, why do I care about that? I care about Rhea being in the background politicking and Jade calling her a bitch. I care about that. Let's see us fight about that.
Their first segment was literally Bobby Lashley and Austin Theory having a pose off.
Literally, that's all they were missing. That's all they were missing was the fucking pose off. That's it.
About that.
That's all they need to do. Where's the arm wrestling contest? You might as well bring back Mark Henry's gimmick. Fuck. Jade Berg would be more interesting if she was arm wrestling niggas.
And I'm gonna address you now. I've been trying to ignore you because I feel like you acting dense on purpose. Mr. Burnout 3005. You have made multiple comments trying to act dense, act like you don't know what we're talking about. No, nobody said, talk about specifically all the creative on WWE TV. What we're talking about is using real life heat that people in this company, pre-Vince and after Vince, have done numerous times. Take the real life heat, turn a shoot into a work, brother. That's all you have to do, and people will be engaged. You know how many times they bring up CM Punk went to AEW? You know how many times they bring up his interview from 2014? You know how many times they bring up all the stuff when people leave and he went to go help build the company, and then when that didn't work out, what did you happen? You know how many times people bring up Cody over there too?
Cody just talked about creative.
Bro, how many times did Roman bring up that Cody has never been in the championship and you left to go build a little indie company with your friends?
6.
That's what we're talking about. Turning shoots into a work, brother. Like, that's all you have to do. I don't know why you're acting dense right now.
Yeah, that's super dense because you're talking about the creative. Like, you want them to talk about creative? Nigga, we were just praising Cody Rhodes for talking about TKO's involvement in the creative. What are you talking about? Like, that's what we love as wrestling fans, is to get a glimpse of real life.
Now I got to, because remember when Bianca 1v3 damage control? That was really bad, but at least Bianca and Bayley actually had a somewhat good feud behind it. And there were three quality wrestlers on the other side. Either Rhea beats the 1v3, which either Rhea beats the Jade Fusion Collective, which doesn't mean shit, and the Jade Fusion Collective is now nothing because you just got 1v3.
That's a funny ass name.
You lose to the Jade Fusion Collective, and now you look like shit because how could you lose to the Jade Fusion Collective?
Yeah, trash.
That's why Michael McGillicuddy and freaking Michael Tarver being the lackeys the Wade Barrett, and you lose.
Liv is the best women when it comes to storytelling right now in the company, bro.
Oh my gosh, I would much rather see Liv and Stephanie in the main event. If we were gonna do the one women's thing, I would much rather see them
because they actually have a story and it's good. I like it.
So there's only been two.
Now, we're gonna revisit this question just because things have changed. As of right now, who is still somebody that you feel in WrestleMania has to win? Is it still the same answer y'all had before, or do y'all feel like it's changed now?
It's
still
Femi. Yeah, it's over Femi for sure.
I think Brock has no reason to win that match.
And I'm gonna add Trick to it.
I can somewhat live with everything. Well, Trick, it's really over. It's Trick. Like, they have no excuses. They better win. Javon, if he doesn't win because it's a ladder match,
I'm okay with it. Yeah.
Like, if they decide if they want Penta to retain, cool. JD better not win it. Rusev better not win it. Who's the other one? Dragon Lee.
That
would be a fun little. That would be fun, but I wouldn't, because Dragon Lee. Which side note? Dragon Lee can fucking hoop. Let him hoop.
Yeah, he can.
Facts.
If they wanted to give Dragon Lee to kind of do the little open challenge thing, and just.
But I prefer bro.
But it's Penta. It's Penta or Javon.
It's Penta or Javon. Facts.
But it's Oba and Trick on my top 2. It was Randy. I don't know. I'm with Young EA. After this bullshit, I kind of want to see Cody win.
For me, it's Oba and Trick.
I don't need Pat McAfee being the reason Randy Orton won the title.
I think Oba is definitely my clear cut number 1. Everybody else is kind of like, I gotta see what
Oba won, Trick 2 after that.
I got it more 1A, 1B. I got 1A Oba, 1B Trick. And honestly, I kind of want to put Trick above because, like, bro, with Trick is carrying. I understand why Oba has to win. I get it, and I'm not gonna be dense. This is my personal feelings. Like, the way Trick is putting on for SmackDown, he's one of the main reasons why it's entertaining, bro. Like, Trick gotta win, but I agree with y'all. Oba has to win too, and I love that Brock's putting him over in the way that Brock is. Brock respects him and is trying to give him the new Beast title. So good for.
Oh my gosh! I'm sorry. Can I say one more thing? Because it just popped in my brain.
He's not gonna have 2 black people win on WrestleMania.
Whoa, that's racist.
WrestleMania 37 night 1, opener and main event. What the fuck are you talking about?
Not gonna have 2 black people. All right. What's it called? It just popped in my brain right now. And it's just making me more upset. Why couldn't the person he'd been on the phone with Aleister Black?
Could have been anybody, bro.
And you could have played on that feud because Cody and Aleister
had a feud.
Last time I checked, when Cody and Aleister feuded, did Aleister not whoop his ass 3 times in a row? Again, turning a shoot into a work, brother. Turning past situations into making it your storyline.
But that's the shit that pisses me off. Like, Triple H has set up all these stories, and you can't even use any of them because TK want to involve Pat McAfee and Jelly Roll. Like, There's so much good shit.
I really hope Lil Yachty
foundationally.
was a one-off, though. I really hope Lil Yachty was a
No,
one-off.
he's got. They already said he's gonna be
I
at
don't think he
WrestleMania.
is.
Yeah, he gonna be there, bro. That's why G.I. said, see,
Mind you, that was the closing segment of
see,
SmackDown. Trick Williams.
CG, that you not on Twitter, so you don't know these reports. That's why I said put that Lil Yachty shit in the same vein as Jelly Roll, because he gonna be there next week on SmackDown. He gonna be there. He gonna be there more than Roman. He gonna be there every week leading up to Mania.
Yeah, they already said he's gonna be at WrestleMania. I don't know if he's gonna be next week.
No,
I mean, he would have gone
hey.
to WrestleMania regardless. So
Malik, it's already been reported he gonna be on SmackDown. He gonna be with Trick leading up.
well,
to
he goes to the shows all the time.
He
Like,
does.
so much so, like,
Yeah.
even though they always put him on screen, he shows up willingly. He doesn't show up.
He does. That's true.
Like there was a time where they didn't even put him on the screen and he was sitting behind the guys who work. Like, I know he goes to the shows consistently, so I think he would have been there regardless. Fuck, man. Like,
Yeah, he gonna be
I
involved
don't
in the
know.
match.
Overcomplicating these builds.
It's out the
I went
window.
to WrestleMania 38. This was 4 years ago in Texas,
that
right?
was- yeah.
I spent $400 on seats that were right before the front row.
Damn.
And a bundle deal. So I got the same seats for night 1 and night 2 for $400. The $400 total
That's
for
a
a
good
bundle
deal.
deal for seats that were right before the front row for WrestleMania 38. This was 4 years ago.
Steal.
Sold out. The show was good. I really enjoyed it. It was a fun show. It's maybe not like an all-time great Mania, but it was a fun Mania to be
Yeah, it was a
part of.
fun one. It was
That's
a fun one.
$9,000 tickets now.
Nowadays, the front row, the seats right before front row, we're talking thousands and thousands of dollars possibly. Ticket prices for wrestling shows should not be that much. All you have to do is lower prices for tickets and people will still go to the shows. They will sell out. The product has been very bad at times where we saw like some of the worst matches you could think of. Del Rio and Jack Swagger was a World Heavyweight Championship match at a WrestleMania at one point. And people still paid money to go to that WrestleMania and it still sold out. Michael Cole versus Jerry the King Lawler was a WrestleMania match. On the same show, they had the Core in a tag team match. And that show still sold out. And people paid money to go to that WrestleMania. Like I mentioned before, when Roman Reigns was big dog, he main evented 4 consecutive WrestleManias in a row. John Cena never did that. Shawn Michaels never did that. The Undertaker never did that. Stone Cold Steve Austin never did that. The Rock never did that. They gave Roman Reigns as big dog 4 consecutive WrestleMania main events, and 3 of them weren't even good.
And let me
still sold out. People still paid money to go to those shows. I'll let you go in a second. Hold on. People still pay money to go to those shows. If you lower the prices for tickets, as wrestling fans, people will go to the shows, bro. $400 for seats right before the floor seats. That was an incredible deal. I couldn't pass that up. We had the same seats for both nights. It was a vibe. It was a great view. Like the show was fun to watch. It was exciting, and the show was completely sold out. If you just lower the prices, bro, you will have no issue selling tickets for the shows, whether the product is good or the product is bad. It is some people's tradition year by year to go to WrestleMania with their families or whoever the case is, right? If you just make them affordable, the people will pull up to the shows, bro. You don't have to add these celebrities and these influencers who most of them don't even watch wrestling. They're just there for the vibes. They won't watch wrestling in WrestleMania the next year or the Raw after WrestleMania once their appearances is over with. They're not real fans. They're just casual fans from the past who used to watch, or they're getting paid to be a part of it for clicks and views on social media. And granted, yes, everybody would take that opportunity to be a part of something WWE related for WrestleMania, but people like us, we're actual real fans. We're going to continue to watch the product after WrestleMania and moving forward, even when it's bad. Some of us may not keep up with it week by week, but we're still tapped in, like, well, what's going on, the stories and everything. Like, we have to know what's happening. So if they just make this more affordable for people and just better the product overall with stories and stuff, you're appealing, I feel like, to the wrong audience.
You are.
You're trying to get these influencers and these casual fans from the past to be a part of this experience of these WrestleMania shows and to be part of what WWE's doing right now. And that's not an issue to an extent, but you're pushing the real fans away who watch the shows weekly and want to like the product to be actually good. Like, we don't want the show to suck. We don't want to come on here and talk about how we're not enjoying the shows and how we think the shows are not living up to expectations. Like, we want the shows to be watchable. We don't watch wrestling for it to suck. Granted, not everything that we watch we're going to like. There's going to be times that people get pushed that we don't agree with, or superstars, don't get, the titles that we want them to get, or whatever the case may be, storylines that we're not really invested into. That's completely normal. We've been watching wrestling long enough to understand that logic. Like, we know that we're not going to like everything that's presented to us on TV. But when there's a really, really bad period, you can acknowledge that like it's really bad right now. Like the product is really suffering. It's not just like one thing. It's a multitude of things that are happening right now that don't make sense and that are making the product not enjoyable to watch. You have to appeal to the real fans that actually enjoy the shows, that want to spend their actual money to go to the shows. That's what it's always been about. You know, when Vince was around all those years, I saw a thing that came out about WrestleMania 19. Now, granted, this was 2003, so times were very, very different. But the nosebleed seats were $15 and the floor seats were $400. So from a range to $15 to $400, that's an easy, accessible, affordable today for WrestleMania tickets for families, for even your individual self. $15 for a nosebleed seat for WrestleMania. $15.
If you just look at the prices of 39 or 40,
or if the show is really selling you $400 for a nosebleed, bro. I mean, $400 for floor seats. Look at that. We're talking.
This is your cheapest ticket.
Cheapest ticket is almost
for 2 nights.
That's plus tax.
Yes,
that's 1 night. Oh, that's 2 nights.
No, this is 2 night. This is your cheapest ticket.
Mind
nosebleed.
That's that $393. That's gonna go up because of tax fees and all that stuff. So that's gonna be around the $400 type range.
Absurd.
We're talking $15 for nosebleed tickets. And then if the show is really, really good and you want to spend some extra money for floor seats, $400 for a floor seat ticket nowadays, bro, that's a nosebleed seat. $400 is a nosebleed seat now. So imagine you go pull up the floor seats.
Oh, that $9,000 minimum. Minimum. It's probably more than that.
We're talking.
I'm gonna give you the closest floor seat.
It's 10K, bro. Gotta be,
bro. Y'all, hey, I want this to be clipped. Y'all want to see the closest floor seat that they have? The closest one.
It's gonna be more.
This is right where the hard can be. Or no, I don't think this is gonna be the. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the hard can. Second row, because this is available right now. Second row, seat 14.
Who we got? Oh, that's 20K. I think it's kind of blurry. $32,000.
Nah,
nigga.
Oh, hell no.
$32,000.
That don't have shit to do with Cody Rhodes. That don't have shit to do with Randy Orton. That doesn't have shit to do with Triple H. That is T motherfucking KO, nigga. $32,000. Like, bro, there's no way.
32 bands. That's a down payment on a car.
A car, bro. There's not
even a down payment on the car. That is the car. That is the car.
That's the reason why this is like this is TK motherfucking O. And I've seen people in the comments say this. I've said this. They want WWE to be like UFC. They saw they were in a boom period. They saw the sales of 39. They saw the sales of 40, and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna make this like the UFC. Get all the influencers and UFC fans. I mean, not UFC fans. All the celebrities to come. They'll pay the high prices, and because it's like that, the fans will want to come." But they don't realize that's not fucking wrestling. The reason we were in a boom period was because the wrestlers were doing well and the ticket prices weren't absurd. No one's going to sell out a venue with tickets being $32,000. It's fucking bullshit. That has nothing to do with Cody Rhodes. That has nothing to do with Randy Orton. That has nothing to do with Roman Reigns. That don't have shit to do with Triple H. That is Ari Emanuel's greed. That is greed. That is capitalist greed.
Somebody said, I better get a pen. I'm paying $32,000. I better get a 1, 2, 3.
Like, bro, that's fucking greed. Like, there's nothing else you could say. That is capitalist greed. They are billionaires who are greedy. They rather, and see, this goes back to TKO as a business. TKO is so greedy. They became one of the best sellers in terms of the fight game. And all the fighters are saying they refuse to pay them. TKO made billions of dollars off of these fighters, yet want to give them $300,000. What the fuck are we talking about, you greedy motherfuckers? Now you see, so the UFC's fucked, and now WWE's fucked because TKO is greedy as shit. This is them. This has nothing. And I'm tired of hearing, and this is my last thing, G, I'll let you go. I'm tired of hearing fans saying, "Oh, it's Cody Rhodes' fault why this tickets aren't selling. It's Cody Rhodes' fault why people aren't showing up to the events." Shut that shit up. Y'all are fucking children and don't understand business, you dumb motherfuckers. It has nothing to do with Cody Rhodes and all what to do with the way that TKO is a greedy capitalist country. That's all. Company. That's all it is. They're greedy capitalist pigs that want to make as much money as possible without paying their employees. That's all it is.
Go ahead, G.
I think Vince did this on purpose.
That's what I'm about to say. At the end of the day, I blame Vince McMahon for selling this fucking company to TKO when he didn't have to. This motherfucker was gone. He came back just to sell the company.
Yeah, because he said, "Oh, hey, y'all think I'm an old man who don't know what I'm doing, and you think all this? Stephanie, Hunter, I got something for y'all. You gotta sell the company. Oh, I can sell it to Disney. I can sell it to Netflix. All these Warner Bros. Before he went out. You know what? I could even. Honestly, he should have sold it to Saudi Arabia.
That'd have been better than this.
It would have been better. It would have been better than this.
Never had WWE in the US at that point.
Like,
right.
Bro, like if Disney or Netflix would have bought it, they would have never done this, bro. Disney or Netflix would have let Triple H be in charge, and we would have had no issues, bro. This shit.
You know what Disney would have done?
Oh, Disney might have made it more PG.
No.
That's what interfered.
No. I know exactly what Disney would have done. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to squash that beef. I want a multiverse. Bring me AEW. I want a multiverse. That's exactly what Disney would have done. That's exactly what Disney would have done. Squash that multiverse, please. They would have said, "I want a multiverse."
Hey, Netflix
bring me AEW.
All of these other places would have been better than TKO because TKO is just a shittily run company. If you look at what they're doing with Zuffa Boxing, they're trying to stop the Muhammad Ali Act, which because Donald Trump is president, they fucking did and got it rewritten to where boxers the Muhammad Ali Act protected the boxers and put all the hardship on the promoters. Well, they saying if we run in Zuffa Boxing, the hardship gonna be on them niggas. It's not gonna be on us, baby. We're TKO. And they're just doing shady business to make as much money as possible. And that shit is just gross, bro. That's why UFC isn't selling as well. That's why like a lot of their industry and a lot of things they're doing isn't doing as well because their business model is just fucked.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if they just focus on their product and do that well, I promise you, lower the prices as well. I promise you. You guys would have been out of debt by now. You guys would have been out of debt by now.
That too, what a lot of people don't know about UFC. They don't pay their fighters.
Not well at all.
Not well at all. That's why a lot of the fighters they hold out or they don't want to fight again. That's why they can't get like a Conor McGregor to come back or John Jones wouldn't fight Tom Aspinall and stuff like that because
John Jones is retiring.
Because he wanted Conor McGregor type money. They didn't want to pay him that type of money, so they don't pay their fighters over there very well, opposed to WWE. So TKO as a whole, bro, like I don't want to say they could be worse than the Vince era that we saw last, but it's making me feel like we're heading into bad territories right now. Like we're not heading into good territories because there are certain things that I know for sure that Vince would have never did. Vince would have never involved a celebrity in the main event of WrestleMania. That would never happen.
To that extent.
Happen. Not to that.
It would have been just like a mid-card.
We had Mike Tyson, but
not to that extent. We're like
we had Lawrence, whatchamacallit, but it wouldn't have been that bad. No.
Yeah, that was like, but they wasn't. This is 2 years in a row. That was them to celebrities going to be in the main event of WrestleMania.
And see, the celebrity shit we're talking about is to get eyes on the product because WrestleMania 3, they needed eyes to. I mean, whatever Lawrence Taylor was in, they needed eyes to watch to watch the product with the Mr. T shit.
That's one of the worst. That's maybe the worst WrestleMania ever.
Exactly, and that's why he didn't do it. That's why he didn't do it as much.
WrestleMania 11 is one of the worst WrestleManias in the history of the company. They had Lawrence Taylor and Bam Bam Bigelow main event over Diesel and Shawn Michaels. Granted, Diesel and Shawn Michaels wasn't good as it was supposed to be.
Match,
wasn't as good as it was supposed to be. Shawn Michaels
that had celebrities in it too.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels was out there on that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But like, when you have a celebrity in the main event of your WrestleMania shows that don't fit the mold for it, like Mike Tyson, you could say might get a pass because it was the boom of the Austin era. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was the important key to that contributing, and he helped Stone Cold win. You know what I mean? Like, so it wasn't. It would have been different if he had knocked out Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels in one. You know what I mean? Like, we'd be having a different conversation right now. So, I feel like now too, both main events are probably going to have some interference because Roman Reigns matches. I mean, that's what it's been doing for years, right? So, Bloodline.
The last time Roman Reigns had a match that didn't have interference.
Ooh, couldn't tell you.
Like, whether on matter of fact, chat, this will be a fun thing for you to find out. When was the last time Roman Reigns had a match that didn't have any interference on either side? I think it is Matt Riddle as well.
I was gonna say
did the Usos not get involved?
Nope.
I was gonna say Bronson Reed, but the other side got involved on the Bronson Reed match.
I'm almost positive.
Maybe SummerSlam because
Brock came out right after. I could have swore the Usos were there for that. Brock came out right after to set up SummerSlam.
No, they came out. They came out to celebrate with Roman afterwards.
Oh,
he beat Riddle by himself.
So yeah.
Base. We're not saying we want Vince back. 100% base. If Vince was still in charge, the product would be
somebody
worse.
with Vince's business acumen to come in.
Yeah, we don't want Vince's creative at all, or Vince the person.
Yeah, I just want his business. Because
I got to clarify, because the chat thinking we defend no base. Vince deserves to be in super hell, 100%. But send that nigga in the
under the jail.
But the idea that he cared about he cared about the fans in terms of ticket sales. We want that back. We do not want Vince the person back or Vince's creative back. Fuck no. Fuck that nigga.
That's funny as fuck. Someone said TKO must have only watched WrestleMania 1, and they said, let's keep doing that.
The 80s, bro.
Did y'all see?
At that time, it was like the Rock and Wrestling connection. Like that.
Did y'all see Tony Khan put in a bid and only got out? He got outbid by TKO, but Tony Khan was in the running to buy WWE.
That nigga would have shut down WWE.
You would have never let that happen, though.
Bro,
that nigga would have let WWE die.
This would not have been the product. Cody Rhodes would have cried. Like Cody Rhodes
would have took everybody that was good. Honestly, you know what I really, really think? I think Tony Khan, and I'm being so for real, Mo. You talk about he would have let WWE die. Nah, he would have took all the WWE niggas and just did what he's doing to AEW because you know that's what he wanted. You know that's what he want.
You're like,
that's why you got
come on back.
Hey,
it'd have been Ring of Honor, nigga.
Like, he would have been like, Cody, we don't need you. Hey, big dog. Hey, go ahead. Hey, bring your cousins with you.
Hey, Cody would have had to go into New Japan, bro. Cody would have been back in Japan.
I don't know if it that bad. They would have never sold to Tony Khan, though. They would have never let that happen.
I
don't think Vince would.
They would have sold to Saudi before that, bro. Before they sold to Tony Khan.
True.
Bro, y'all remember that night on Twitter when Nick? It was reported that they sold it to Saudi. Oh my god.
Oh, niggas,
crazy.
That was.
Wasn't it like not too long? Wasn't it like the Monday after?
Yeah, it was.
Hey, and then you know what we got that night? Which would help confirm it? Hour-long free commercial break to watch Omos versus Elias.
Seth Rollins coming out and doing the fucking them singing.
Literally came out and did nothing.
Bro, changed his script during the commercial break.
Yeah, that was that Vince shit. Yeah, that was that. The same aura, that was that Vince shit, bro. That was
bro. He came out and stood there, and then they turned back.
He's like, sing my song. And left.
Hey, like, Vince was like, I'm back, nigga. This is my show, nigga. Fuck that Triple H, nigga.
Bro, change the script during the commercial break. Like he was already out there and changed the script during the commercial break. That shit was
crazy. Hey, real quick, Malik, because somebody in the comments asked, just because I know we the New Japan guys. I like that Callum Newman one, ladies and gentlemen. I do. And it was great. I'm excited to see fucking United Empire beat Will Ospreay ass. Bust his ass up. All right, my bad.
I don't know if they're gonna bust his ass.
You don't think so? Oh, well, look at you.
Well,
yeah, balls.
You know what? Ospreay
y'all see. My fault, Malik. Finish. My bad.
You know, Will Ospreay gonna be champion eventually, so you know.
Yeah, he will. But hey, he tried to recruit United Empire to fight the Death Riders, and I think they're gonna team up and jump his ass because United Empire don't fuck up. Yeah, because Will Ospreay is fighting John Moxley right now, so he went back to New Japan to ask his homies to come help him, but he don't realize they not his homies no more because he left them and them niggas hate him. Like,
bro,
that new nigga in charge, Callum Newman, is a dog.
Did y'all watch Dynamite this Wednesday?
Yeah.
No, I was sick, so I didn't watch that.
This man Ospreay pulled a 2023 Full Gear MJF.
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
what you mean?
My God. So before the match, Pac attacks Will Ospreay. You know, he has the bad neck and all that. They have him getting checked on and all this shit. Then he gets in the ring, and they have a normal match where Ospreay is literally getting his neck worked on.
Fucked up, yeah.
And he just wins. He just beats Pac.
Yeah, he beat Pac ass.
Oh, so you talk about like what they did with Jay White?
Basically.
Yeah, yeah, essentially, yeah, facts.
He won by a roll up, but yeah. He beat Pac by roll up.
Dynamite, hey, real shit. Dynamite post that pay-per-view has not been good. I'm just gonna call it spade to spade. Tony Khan can give us great pay-per-view. Like Tony Khan gives us great pay-per-views, but the TV in between is just not good. It really is.
It's just dry. I wouldn't say it's bad. It's just kind of dry.
It's super dry. But Dynasty gonna
it ain't the hey, Tony Khan ain't putting Pat McAfee in the main event.
No, true. He not on it.
Bro, imagine Swerve and Hangman in the prime of their feud. Hey, you know what?
You would never.
Let's add America's top team
for no reason.
Let's add America's top team. Let's add Rick. Like when Rick Ross was with Swerve for that little bit when he was dealing with Keith Lee.
And that nigga said,
imagine if he would have shown up with Hangman In the middle of the man.
Hey, Tony Khan learned his lesson when Rick Ross said "motherfucker" on live television.
That was crazy.
That shit was nuts. Hey, another thing about AEW, they did not like that Chris Jericho return. That shit was Chris Jericho was trying to milk
Chris Jericho's back in AEW?
Oh yeah, bro. And let me tell you how bad it was, G.
Because they were
that nigga stood there for 5 minutes trying to be, come on, fans. It's my hometown. Show love. Pop. I'm home. Yeah. And niggas did not cheer for him at all, bro. He was in his hometown in Canada, and niggas was not cheering. And he was like, come on, guys. Come on, guys. And no one gave a fuck, bro. It was so awkward. It was bad.
He tried to pull a 2012 Jericho, and it just didn't click.
It was bad, bro.
Yeah, it didn't click.
Like, I ain't never seen no shit like that before. Like, of course they chanted Jericho like at first, but like after that, he kept trying to be like, come on, come on. And then he took the mic and was like, I'm home. And niggas did not cheer.
So walked away. Before the
I wonder why he came back.
Why he came back, you said?
Yeah,
because of the money and because WWE only offered him a retirement tour. They were like, we're giving you a retirement tour and you're retired and that's it.
That's all you need.
That's not what Chris wanted. He didn't want to
retire.
retire.
Jericho's always said he doesn't want to announce his retirement. He just wants to.
But bro, you don't need to be wrestling longer than a year.
Nah,
brother.
Jericho think he can
have
beat
all
up
the hits.
No, he think he can beat up at least 3
moving
more
like
years.
Ric Flair. So he's moving like Ric Flair.
Facts.
Basically.
Facts.
Yeah, they said he signed a new
big year, like not just 6 months, not a year. He signed a multi-year contract, and not to be no legend is to be in ring, nigga.
Yeah, he said before, like he doesn't want anyone to know that he's retired. He just wants to retire and be gone one day.
Yeah, so he probably retired.
Real shit. Y'all remember that feud he had with Mickey Rourke where he shit on him the whole time about representing.
That's basically him now,
bro. He's Mickey Rourke. Yeah, he's Mickey Rourke and the wrestler now. Like legit.
Wrestler, yeah, that's basically him now.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. He'll be like 60 when he retires, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
He's 55 right now, so he'll be like 60 when he retires. So.
And the crazy thing is, you could see Jericho's matches deteriorating as they went on. The moment I knew Jericho was done was way before the shit. I knew he was done when he fought Will Ospreay in London at All In. I forget which one that was, but that match against Will Ospreay at All In, when he tried to do that first lion salt and missed it, I said, "Oh no, this nigga is done. He is old. That was bad."
I'll never forget. I'll never forget. He messed up the lion salt. It was like a dynamite. He messed up the lion salt. And then came back the next week and did it properly. I'm like, bro, just don't do that again.
Yeah, don't do that again. Bro. I'm telling you, that All In match where he versed Ospreay was the end. That was the beginning of the end. That shit was bad.
Yeah, it was a good match.
It wasn't that great. It wasn't that great.
Oh yeah.
Any last things y'all want to rip apart about WrestleMania?
I was about to say, is there anything else? Yeah.
Fuck this company, man.
The Jade Fusion Collective.
It's bad. Hey, is there a chance Javon wins? Like
small, he's the
There's
second.
A chance,
it's either him or Penta.
Yeah, I think Penta's retaining.
They want to have him win. That's fine.
Hey, to somebody else's comment, that means 3 black people are going to win today.
That was one of the dumbest comments I've seen today. Jesus
hey, Malik,
Christ.
do they do the mask versus mask for El Grande at Mania, or do they save it for AAA? I think they should.
I thought they were going to do it at Mania.
They'll probably save it for AAA.
They need to save it for AAA, bro.
Yeah,
They're more over.
It'll get more interaction in AAA
yeah.
than it will for WrestleMania. So they'll probably
get that shit off. Oh yeah, that's another reason why Raw was good. They kept the El Grandes off my TV.
Stop it, Mo.
I appreciate
the
it.
El Grande.
So much.
Mo, now you be cooking with a lot of shit you say, but the El Grande thing is a miss, bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
That shit is ass.
It's like you said earlier. We got bigger fish to fry. You worried about some niggas in masks?
No, that's
right. Well, we got bigger fish to fry, nigga.
I love Raw.
El Grande actually cooking though.
Lovely.
Yeah, El Grande's actually pretty good.
You saw Rio and Bravo.
I know you see his stuff in AAA. I know you see his stuff in AAA.
No, I haven't because I don't want to see that shit. Keep it over
you
there.
know it's good, nigga.
But your goat is over there cooking.
That is literally my least favorite gimmick of all time.
See, so I feel like you're not watching the AAA stuff.
It's worse than the Great Khali and Jinder Mahal.
Hold on.
It's worse than the Maharaja? Yeah, all right, brother.
Gimmick-wise, yes. Gimmick-wise, yes.
He just hating this to hate at this point. He just hating this to hate.
No, that shit's ass.
Because, bro, the match they had on Stand and Deliver versus versus Swipe Right.
You saw Stand and Deliver yesterday with Bravo.
That shit was amazing, bro. That shit was amazing.
I didn't watch.
Swipe Right and Bravo and Rio did they thing, bro. They did they thing.
I fell off on NXT. And NXT, I'm kind of like.
Also, shout out to Tony D. Ever since Tony D took that shit out of a ponytail and started wearing his shit down, that nigga been cooking.
Wait, he won?
Yeah, Tony D the champion, nigga.
Wait, he won what? He won what?
He won the NXT
NXT
championship versus Joe Hendry, Ethan Page, and Ricky Saints last night. And I think Ricky Saints and Ethan Page are getting called up because of it.
Yeah, I think they're probably about to be called up.
They're getting called up.
Shout out Tony D, I guess.
JC Jane's getting called up because they gave her like a whole, like they showed all of her old highlights. They showed all her best moments. And then she
well, in fairness, JC Jane been in there since Mandy Rose. So it's about time she got called up.
Yep.
JC Jane lost too? I haven't watched it.
Yeah, she did. JC Jane lost. Lola Vice. Yeah, Lola Vice the champion now, nigga. Yeah.
That I heard about.
I think
so
Jada
who won, Zoruka, or because I'm assuming that was a match.
Yeah, so Ruka won. So Ruka won.
beats Aria.
Yep, and then fucking whatchamacallit won. Tatum Paxley, which means I think Blake Monroe's going up. They're saying she's going up as well.
This was a loser leave towns match?
No, but they're just saying there's nothing else for Blake Monroe to do really.
Miles Born beat Johnny Gargano too.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, I knew that was coming because Johnny Gargano. I mean,
I feel like Johnny Gargano about to leave WWE entirely.
She might as well.
He should at this point, bro.
Yeah, he ain't doing shit. He ain't doing shit there.
Not at all. Let me ask y'all, because Lola's champion, I think she's gonna be a transitional champion. Who you think gets it next? Solo Ruka or Jada Parker? It's gonna be one of them.
It's gotta be Jada first. She been chasing that shit for a minute. It's gotta be Jada first.
Honestly, bro, I don't think they're gonna build around either of those two. If I'm being honest, bro.
Oh, you think it's gonna be the girl, female
Kendall
Kurt
Ray,
Angle?
bro.
Yeah, female Kurt. Yeah,
Kendall Ray is nice, bro.
She is nice.
Yeah,
she is
tough.
She's
tough.
I think she lacks a little personality when it comes to her promos. In the ring.
Bro, she's so good that Dave Meltzer said she's the best women's wrestler ever already. Like that nigga.
Now I gotta hate on Kendall Gray.
That's how
Gray is really good,
bro. She's incredible, bro. She really is.
Really good. They might end up giving it to Sol Ruka because I think she's probably the most over, one of the most popular or one of the most over. But her and Zarya could like have a little feud with that championship too. So
I was about to say, why can't Zarya get one, bro?
I think they're gonna give it to one of them though.
Sol Ruka get a lot of love. But
before Kendall Gray, I think it's gonna either be Sol Ruka or Jada Parker, and then Kendall Gray's gonna beat it from one of them.
Don't forget they got Kelly Armstrong coming up too. So
true.
She about to debut on NXT too. So
true.
Jada, I don't know if they're gonna pull the trigger on Jada yet because she haven't even got a mid-card title. You know what I mean? So
that's the thing. That's why I think she needs
something.
That's
why I think Jada's gonna be the next one.
Yeah, that's why. And plus, her and Lola got a feud, so I think they could give her a little bit before they bring her to the main roster. Because I think Jada.
So what was Jada doing on Stand and Deliver?
She wasn't there, bro. They ain't giving her.
Show.
So who's she been feuding with this whole time?
She feuded with Blake Monroe. She been feuding with Blake Monroe. She beat Blake. Did she beat Blake Monroe?
It was Kalani Jordan.
Oh yeah,
Kalani Jordan. Yeah.
She did feud with Kalani Jordan. That's true.
Because Kalani Jordan's still doing this. I don't know if I'm a heel or babyface gimmick.
I think she might have chosen. I'm not sure because Kalani Jordan's character's weird. Like I don't know.
Because she tries to be serious, but you can't take her serious.
Not at all, bro. Yeah, she really doesn't. Like
that's the one thing that makes Jada Parker stand out. She got personality. Like
as good as Kalani Jordan is in the ring, if she could have a 5% of Jada Parker's charisma, she'd be better, bro.
Oh yeah, if she had that charisma, she'd be
through the roof.
Her ring ability isn't terrible. You know what I mean? It's just
not at all.
Her lack of character development, I would say, like making me believe in her promos and like little shit like that. But
for sure, people always give Sol Ruka the credit of being a former gymnast and an athlete. But I think Kalani Jordan, that's why they had that Ricochet Ospreay match that was fucking incredible. But Kalani Jordan's just as good of an athlete as Sol. But the thing is, Sol has personality. Kalani Jordan don't. She's like Plank.
I think Sol is a little bit better of an athlete though. Like she doing shit.
That's fair. That's fair.
She doing some real shit that you ain't seen women like do. Like in WWE. Not saying they couldn't do it, but like they just like I never seen them like when she doing like springboard hand, like cartwheel backflips and shit over the top rope. Like that's just like oh shit. Like she can.
Her Rumble performance was
Sol is for sure the best athlete on NXT women's wise. She might even be the best on the main roster. But Kalani's right there. That's all I'm saying. Because
she right. She goes for Kendall Gray too. Kendall Gray was wrestling. They said she was wrestling dudes in high school.
Bro, Kendall Gray is Kurt Angle with a skirt, nigga. Like, that shit is crazy, bro. Like,
she got the little straps too. She pulling down.
Yeah.
Honestly, Kendall Gray is what they want Maxine Dupree to be. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Facts. And Maxine Dupree will never be Kendall Gray. Never.
Yeah. They want Maxine Dupree to be Kendall Gray, but unfortunately, Maxine Dupree ain't a hooper like that.
Holy shit, Kendall Gray's
good,
incredible.
but Kendall Gray already in the short time frame when she was in Evolve. I'm like, why is she in Evolve, bro? She's too good to be down here. Like,
she won the championship like that.
She's too good to be in Evolve, bro. I'm like, she need to
be in NXT. She's
the
only Evolve person that consistently brought the Evolve championship to NXT. Oh, and Swipe Right, because they like Swipe Right. They also
Swipe Right is cool. I like them. I like Swipe Right.
I like them too. That's why I think it's time for Ethan and Ricky to leave, because they got all these Evolve niggas. Like, let's see what they can do.
Skirt Angle. Crazy.
Skirt angle, man. That's the new thing. Skirt angle.
I love that.
Before we head off here, does somebody because I'm always the one doing it. Somebody want to put it together, something like a little pick between the two or something before we head out. Something just different.
I got to pick between the two for y'all.
Do it, G.
Oh no.
What faction is worse, the Pure Fusion Collective or the Jade Fusion Collective? Oh my god.
The bars in hell.
The Pure Fusion Collective.
Pure Fusion Collective for sure.
Yeah, Pure Fusion is just significantly.
You know why I think Jade Fusion Collective is worse? Because it is actively bringing down multiple quote unquote main event stars.
That's fair.
The Pure Fusion Collective always started off as mid-card.
Yeah,
it's kind of insulting to our intelligence. You got your ass beat, and now you just rocking with her. Okay.
Yeah, that's that shit. Malik was right.
Yeah, because the Pure Fusion Collective didn't insult my intelligence. I just hated that they lost their first match.
Somebody put together a pick between the two WrestleMania match edition.
I got you. I'll do one real quick.
Just put a bunch of WrestleMania matches together.
Main event matches.
Somebody said chill on the baddies.
This matches.
Just matches. Okay, gotcha.
What do you mean chill on the baddie section? What are you talking about?
Mo, what's your favorite WrestleMania match?
Favorite? Roman Brock 31.
Roman Brock 31. That's gonna be what we're comparing it to. Okay.
But if we're talking about what's better, I'd probably put a few above that.
Yeah, just put like end of an era. Make it hard. Make it hard.
Yeah, I got you. Roman Brock 31 is gonna be the bar.
We don't just set the bar; we are the bar.
I'm probably gonna watch that match when I get back home from doing Uber Eats. Fucking love that match.
Dang.
That's all right.
Stealing people food too. Crazy work, man.
Put a couple together.
Yeah, I got a bunch of them.
That's crazy.
How many you got?
I've had that happen.
I got like I could do up to 50 because I got a list of the best matches. I'm gonna put them up against the Brock match. The one that Mo said. So
yeah, I'm probably gonna.
So what are you gonna do? You gonna do like switch it out? Like what match? It's a match like.
I can switch them out if you want.
You gonna compare the two matches or?
Yeah, I was gonna say which match you prefer, and then I was gonna say the match Mo said versus this match, and then once y'all all picked, I would do the Brock Roman match versus another match. Or I can switch them out if you want. It's up to you.
Do like I would say do like pick one particular
King of the Hill. You want me to do King of the Hill, where the winner stays on top?
Yeah, pick one particular match and then name another bunch of matches, and then we'll tell you if we think that match is better.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna do the Malik way. Yeah, that's what I thought. I got you. Don't worry. All right, so I got the list. So the match that we're doing up against is Roman versus Brock 31. So we'll go in order. Malik, G, Mo. Roman versus Brock at 31 versus Bret Hart versus Stone Cold Austin at WrestleMania 13. Which match is better? We'll go with
WrestleMania 13 easily.
G.
You better be nasty.
WrestleMania 13.
He wanted to say Brock versus Roman. All right, Mo.
I do too. I do too, but 13 respectfully clears.
Okay,
Sure.
good.
Breaking out some moments.
We got another one. All right, so we got Brock versus Roman at 31 or Edge versus Mick Foley at WrestleMania 22.
Ooh. That's a good one.
I just watched that one too.
Yeah. Edge and Foley was really good.
I really, really hope Lynn doesn't mention a certain WrestleMania match that I know is on that list.
Honestly, I'm going to say Brock and Roman, 31.
All right. G.
Only reason I'm saying that is because I don't know if I would say Edge and Foley was the best match on that WrestleMania. I think Brock and Roman was the best match on Mania 31.
Ooh, okay.
But even with that, I think that moment, even though it was an all-time great moment at the end, and they had a good match before, I'm taking Edge and Foley.
Yeah, I'm taking Edge and Foley too.
I think Edge and Foley was the better match.
What you got, Mo? As the Edge guy, this is interesting.
Mo likes to be edged. What?
Oh, I ain't say that, nigga.
What?
Pause.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'll go. Brock and Roman.
All right. Next up, we're gonna go to starting with Malik again. Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston at WrestleMania 35 versus Brock and Roman at 31.
Brock and Roman was a better match. Kofi Mania was a better moment.
Okay, G, what you got?
Brock and Roman.
Mo, Brock and Roman.
I actually think Brock and Roman was the better match and moment. I think the cash-in was just ridiculous.
Okay.
You know what? I was gonna say something, but I don't need the chat trying to come for me today, so I ain't gonna talk about it.
Go ahead, say it. What you gonna say?
Say it, nigga.
That's for a different day. That's for a different day.
G. Hogan.
Nah, say it, bro. Say it.
Nah, it ain't no G Hogan. I'll just we'll just say that for another day.
All right, whatever. I want to hear what you had to say. All right, next one we got Shawn Michaels versus Chris Jericho at WrestleMania 19 versus Roman versus Brock at WrestleMania 31.
Fuck.
Shawn Michaels and Chris Jericho.
I agree,
Better
Malik.
match.
Shawn and Chris.
Yeah.
Shawn and
Jericho
Chris,
and
okay.
Shawn, for sure. Yeah.
All right, here's a Brock Lesnar battle. Brock Lesnar versus Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 19 or Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 31.
Brock and Roman.
What was it? Brock and Roman versus who?
Brock and Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 19.
I'll go Brock and Roman.
Yeah, I don't even think that was Brock and Kurt's best match. Yeah, Brock and Roman.
Okay. All right, next one we got is Batista versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania 23 versus Brock versus Roman at WrestleMania 31.
It's a good one.
Batista and Undertaker. Better match.
Nice.
That's the best match in WrestleMania 23, by the way, to me.
That's not good.
Batista and Taker was a really good feud.
Batista and Taker was good, bro.
I just don't remember it too much. That's the only reason why I'm like.
No, I know my answer.
I'll say Batista, but I don't remember it too much.
All right, what you got, Mo?
Brock and Roman.
Brock and Roman, okay. All right, I'll do like three more, Malik, and then unless you want me to do more, but I got three more. All right, this one's from the chat. They said Cody and Roman at 39 or Brock and Roman.
Cody and Roman clears.
Yeah, I agree.
Cody Roman.
Okay, cool deal. All right, next one we got is we're gonna go back to Mr. WrestleMania. Ric Flair versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 24 or Brock versus Roman at 31.
Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair clears.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair.
All right. Mo, Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair.
Yeah, Shawn Flair.
Okay, we're gonna take it back old school for this next one. Let's go Roddy Piper versus Bret Hart at WrestleMania 8 or Brock versus Roman at 31.
Piper and Bret was really good.
Yeah, it was.
Classic, yeah.
That's a really good match. I'm going to say Brock and Roman, though. I think it just had a better... I think match-wise, it's pretty equal, but in the moment with the cash-in, that does it right there. I think it had better moments in it, too.
Okay. G, what you got? Oh, I know what G picking.
You probably ain't even seen Roddy Piper.
Yeah, bro. Like, if we gonna skip G, I know what you picking, bro.
You ain't even seen it. You ain't even seen it, bro.
I mean, I've seen that one a billion times.
I got you. What you got, Mo?
I think Brock and Roman. I actually think Savage and Flair was a little better on that same night.
Okay, I'm gonna do one more from the chat, and then I'll do my final two. The chat wants to know Kurt Angle versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 21 or Brock versus Roman at 31.
Match quality wise, Kurt Angle versus Shawn Michaels is a top 5 WrestleMania match ever.
Yeah, Kurt Angle, Shawn Michaels.
Mo?
I'll do you one better. I think that's a top 3 WrestleMania match of all time.
Ooh, okay. I like that. All right, and these are my final two. Kurt Angle versus Eddie Guerrero at WrestleMania 20 or Brock versus Roman at 31.
Kurt Angle was pretty good.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
Kurt and
was.
Eddie was pretty good, but I would say Brock and Roman.
Okay.
I know somebody didn't just after Yokozuna versus Bret Hart. Bro.
Yeah, they threw that. I'm not. That's where you pay attention to
Y'all
some
just
of the
watched my
chat.
last video or something? Like,
you pay attention to the chat, but you don't use that one.
You're talking about the one at WrestleMania 10, right?
That's what they was talking about. Yeah, I assume so.
match is not bad, but you know.
Yeah, get the fuck out my face. I'm sorry. What was the
Kurt Angle versus Eddie Guerrero at WrestleMania 20 or
I'll go Kurt and Eddie. Why not?
What you got, Mo? And then we got one more after this.
I'll give a slight edge to Brock and Roman. I might have to rewatch Kurt and Eddie. It's been a little bit. But,
Okay. And then my final one, Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 38 or Brock versus Roman at 31.
Brock and Roman.
Yeah. What you got, G?
Brock
and Roman? Mo?
Same.
Brock and Roman. Yeah, I don't think that Cody and Seth match is their best match of the feud, honestly, at 38. I feel like
I promise you if Cody Rhodes didn't, I'm not gonna lie, if Cody Rhodes didn't tear his pec,
he might not be champion.
No, I'm not gonna lie, that feud would have been underwhelming, but that's a different conversation for another day.
No, that pec tear threw him in as the Cody fan.
When people realized it was real, when people realized it was real, and he still wrestled. That's what made him. That's what saved that feud and made him who he was. Because before that feud was very.
I was a fan of him.
But that feud had one good moment. That feud, if we really want to talk about it for real, that feud had two good moments.
No,
it had the return
in the pec.
And it had Seth Rollins saying, you tried to burn this. You don't get to take a throne to the. You don't get to take a sledgehammer to the throne and then try to take what I. Yeah, those were the two good moments of this feud.
Bro,
other than that, it was boring.
Bro, I can't lie. When I saw his pec tear, that was like, okay, I am a Cody fan. Because like before, I was like, oh yeah, I'm a fan of him in AEW. But when he came back and tore that pec, I was like, oh no, that's my favorite wrestler in WWE. Like that shit was beautiful to me.
I knew he was beating Roman Reigns right there. I was like, yeah, that's the guy.
That's the guy. Yeah.
I don't care what happens in Clash of the Castle. That's the guy.
To end off the stream before we head out of here, with WrestleMania coming up, I want everybody to give their top 5 greatest WrestleMania matches of all time in history.
Ooh, okay.
Fuck.
Damn.
I know 4 of them.
So my list is a little bit different. There is going to be one match I leave off here that, unfortunately I wanted to put on there. It's in my top 10, but I had to really think about my top 5. So in no particular order, I would have Bret Hart versus Stone Cold WrestleMania 13. I would have Rock and Hogan Mania 18. I would have Cody Roman 2 WrestleMania 40.
Okay.
And then I would have Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker at 25, and then I would have End of an Era Hell in a Cell match at 28.
Okay.
Those would be my 5.
I'm gonna do mine just based on the ones that I watched live. So based on the ones that I watched live, End of an Era, Hell in a Cell, Cody Roman 2, Becky Bianca. I think that one's better than the Charlotte Rhea one. Usos versus Kevin and Sammy, and then to round it off, John Cena, The Rock, Once in a Lifetime, the first one.
Hell yeah. I like both y'all lists. I'm going to go with at number 1 because everything else won't have a number except number 1. Cody versus Roman, number 2 at WrestleMania 40. Perfect match. The Dudley Boys versus the Hardys versus Edge and Christian at WrestleMania 17, TLC. Got to have that one on there. Brett versus Stone Cold at WrestleMania 13, number 3. Number 4, I'm actually agreeing with G. I really love this match. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Usos. That match was fucking incredible to me. And then finally, because it means a lot to me, I got Chris Jericho versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 19 to round off my list.
That's a good list. For me, at number 5, I'll go Austin Rock, X7. Number 4, End of an Era. WrestleMania 28. Number 3, Kurt and Shawn from 21. Number 2, I'd go Brett and Austin from 13, and then number 1, Taker HBK 25.
Okay. We kind of had some similar lists and some differences there. This is actually gonna be the last one I ask because I'm curious now to see what everybody's answer is. If you had to pick one, what is the most overrated WrestleMania main event of all time that you feel like doesn't belong in high key conversations?
Okay.
A WrestleMania main event that you feel like doesn't belong in the higher key conversations compared to other matches.
I feel like the easy answer is Brett and Shawn from 12. But I feel like a lot more people are a little bit. I feel like people are more harsh on it now than they used to be, and sometimes I feel like people are a little too harsh on it. But I think that's the easy answer.
I got mine. WrestleMania 3, Hogan versus Andre. That shit's overrated as fuck. The slam happened multiple times before that. Like, like what are we talking about?
What about you, G?
It's hard to think about a main event that I feel like is overrated.
Main event, bro. That'd be a main event match. I'll give my answer. I'll say WrestleMania 30, only because I feel like there's other main events now that have surpassed it for me.
And honestly, that's what I was thinking as well.
Like Mania 30 isn't a bad triple threat match, but I think there's other main events that have happened since then that I would rank higher than that now. And I think some people put it in like top 5, top 3 conversations when I'm like, I mean, it's a good triple threat, but like I think Roman, Edge, and Bryan was better. I think the Usos, Sami Zayn,
you know what?
Kevin Owens is better.
Mm-hmm.
Roman and Cody matches both are better.
Mm-hmm.
With that same logic, I'm going to main event of WrestleMania 35.
35.
People guess
that match.
Well, that's why I'm just being different because I didn't want to say the same. I do think though that is very much a match that is only remembered for the win, and even then, it wasn't even perfectly clean because it was a botch win.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, low key should be an argument for one of the worst main events, but we don't talk about it because it was the first women's one, and Becky won, so we just forgive it.
Man,
because the match wasn't that good either.
Yeah, that was disappointing all around. The bill was actually pretty good too, though. I can't lie.
It was good until
I really like that last
February. It was good till February.
Charlotte ruined it.
No, I think that last episode of Raw when they had like the cops involved and shit, that shit was fire. I ain't gonna lie. When they had like
that was all right. I didn't believe it though.
They had Ronda Rousey shooting for no reason.
Also, too, I didn't really believe it because there's no way you're telling me all these cops can't contain thin as a bone Charlotte Flair, thin as a bone Becky Lynch, and
when women get feisty, they get feisty when they scrap. You know,
I'm not gonna lie, that it just didn't sit right with me, and it was already a bad taste in my mouth because everything you did before, sacrificing Asuka, Charlotte didn't need to be there, so on and so forth. Because you were mad at Charlotte. You felt bad because you told Charlotte this was going to be her. When if we really think about it, Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey straight up, let's be real, nobody wanted to see that. But then you had the Becky ascension. It is what it is. You got to change plans because somebody saw it. You actually made the right decision. But because you felt bad at somebody, that's why you ain't never used to do that before. What changed? Because she was a Flair. What changed? Because you ain't never had no problem changing plans on people before. It is what it is. You keep it pushing.
Charlotte Rousey was perfect for that show.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't do Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch. I mean, it was right there. But I did like the build, though. I felt like the build, they made it feel like this is how they would do the men's build. That's probably the only time I've ever felt a women's high-profile match where it's like, this is what they would have did with the guys. Like, they would have had the cops and everybody involved. Like, they don't do that for the women. Even now to this day, you know.
Yeah, we see today with Jadeberg, like me and like exactly.
Okay, it was okay, and then somebody just lied. They said Kofi Mania should have main evented. I don't agree. With
that crowd would have been dead.
Yeah, I don't agree with that at all. And it also didn't help that you pretty much gave away Kofi was winning by having a whole podium with the title sitting up underneath it and hard camming to it. Thank you for giving away that he's winning. Thank you. I appreciate it.
If I remember right, too, they posted the fucking on WWE Shop. They posted the shirt of him winning before the match.
Yeah, they did. I think so.
Trying to get them the merch sales up.
You could have got them. I guarantee you could have just rolled it out after he won,
and it would have been the same. After he won. Yeah.
All right, you guys, make sure you guys subscribe to the pod. We'll be back next week for our official WrestleMania predictions. We have a big collab next week that we're doing, so make sure you guys come through for that, man. It's going to be a big show. Hopefully, at least by next week, we have a different feel of how WrestleMania feels to us right now. So hopefully, the within the week, they can get us to change,
Yeah,
you know, our feelings about WrestleMania right now. As of right now, though, it's not feeling too hot. So fingers crossed, chat. Fingers crossed, man. Everybody in the chat, put the fingers crossed. Hopefully, we can get something working out for next week. Hopefully, we get the whole gang here too. So make sure you guys subscribe, thumbs up the video, man. Appreciate you guys.
Join the G Maniacs. Join the G Maniacs.
WrestleMania would be a lot better, obviously, if Omos was there, but he's not there.
Cook.
Not there, bro. You know, this would be a 10 out of 10 WrestleMania.
It's
bro.
okay. We're gonna get Omos versus Kit Wilson for the first hour, commercial free.
Hey, fire.